Hello, everybody. Hello, lovely people on Instagram. Hello, Adedayo50, Mirel. Hello, everybody. Hello, lovely people on Facebook and Instagram. Happy Sunday. Hello. I'm just trying to, I don't want this flower in the way. I'm just trying to make this phone steady. Hello, Facebook. Hello, Instagram. How are you today? Happy Sunday. Really appreciate you all. Can you see me properly on Facebook, on Instagram? Can you hear me? Let me increase the volume. Hello, Facebook faithfuls. Hello, everybody. How are you? Happy Sunday. Thank you so much for joining me, everybody. Thank you on Instagram. Thank you on Facebook. Oluwagbenga, Oluwaseyi, for Lion. Hello. We don't used to see you again. Hello, how are you? Hello, everybody on Facebook and Instagram. Hello, Michael Adeshiji, Egbomi Atata. Shawa, okay. How you doing? It's another Sunday. I'm so happy and glad to be here today once again. And I cannot but appreciate everybody for your love. I really, really want to thank you. You guys have actually, your turnout, your outpour of love. You know, it's so encouraging. It's been encouraging me so much. Beautiful babies. Hello, everybody. Hello. I really want to tell you guys, Facebook fans, Instagram faithfuls, I appreciate you. I love you all. I really, really, really want to say a big thank you. Like people will say, play like play, you know, on Instagram. And now I have a lot of people watching on Facebook, a lot of wonderful people sharing. Thank you so much. Thank you. I cannot but thank you, everybody. Thank you, Nifemi Talabi. Thank you so much. Thank you. Usually today is another Sunday. Thank you so much. Salami Titilayo. Tayo Steve. Thank you. DJ Mikolo. Thank you, Lukman Nasiru. Thank you, Luagwinga. God bless you. You are the best. OPEYEMI, we love you. I would love to come back. Definitely. It's just unfortunately, I'm an extremely family-oriented person. So family comes first with me. It's just my personal decision. Thank you, Lubenga, for being my fan. Aziz Arishokola Adeshino. You want me back? I'm back. Everybody, I'm back. It's just unfortunate. You know, I have lovely, wonderful young children. And I'm a kind of parent that actually wants to be 100% involved in my children's life. Family comes first for me, you know. So I'm back, but I'm back with a clause. There's time for everything. Thank you, Taiwo Ologbo Nori. Did I get that? Taiwo Banire. I'll just say Taiwo Banire. I'm so sorry. You can imagine the way I pronounce your names. You guys won't believe it. Thank you so much, everybody. So once again, it's another Sunday. Facebook fans, Instagram faithfuls. Usually what I do is when I come on live on Facebook and Instagram, is just to sort of encourage one another in the area of our relationships. You know, we sort of discuss issues affecting our relationship. Abiodu Abe, Rain, Demilade Rain. Thank you so much. You're beautiful yourself. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody on Facebook, for sharing. Please share. God bless you. I really want to appreciate you all. When I come live, we discuss relationship matters, relationship issues, how to move our relationships further. You know, things, we encourage one another to, so to speak, in the area of relationship. And the outpour of love has been incredible. It's been so encouraging. There are times when I'm like, I'm too tired, you know. But knowing that you guys will be there, waiting to have us reason together, gives me that strength. Fumilayo Lydia Adeyemi Adewale JP. Thank you so much. Nice to see you. Thank you. Thanks for sharing, everybody. Thank you so much. So I'm just waiting for a few more people to join in. Then we start. I really want to appreciate you all again. You know, Nollywood, we've just lost another wonderful, lovely, actor. And I can only pray that may God grant him, rest, eternal rest, and forgive his sins. Amen. And if you ẹ̀san ọjọ́ àjìnà síra, and if you ẹ̀gbà fúnra wa lórúkọ Jésù. Uncle Mide was a lovely. I used to call him Uncle Mide. Olumide Bakari. He was lovely. I had a very wonderful relationship with him. He was a lovely boss, a wonderful, somebody I can actually call my uncle. He was lovely, lovely, lovely man. God bless him. And may his soul rest in peace. Thank you for the outpour of love. Everybody who have, sort of sent their love, and, sympathy to us. I actually appreciate you all. And if you were son, Adagba Adogbo lórúkọ Jésù, àìsàn nígbé wa ṣánlẹ̀ o, àníkú ní rèwerèwe o, lágbára tó go ti Jésù Kristi, ẹ̀mí wa tó rí ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ ọdún yìí ló máa rí ẹ̀yìn lórúkọ Jésù. Thank you everybody for the love. Beauty Yalaje, God bless you. You're in the house. Sharon, God bless you, Sharon. Thank you, Omolayo Ganiowo. Amen. Is it Ganiowo? Thank you, everybody. So today, what I've decided that we should sort of talk on domestic violence in relationships and ways to handle our almighty in-laws. And you want to know why I say almighty in-laws when we get to that. So Omolara Omowumi, thank you very much, everybody. Because wait, whether we want to accept it or not, there is domestic violence everywhere in relationships between two adults. Domestic violence, it's everywhere. How do we handle domestic violence? Are we supposed to live with it? Are we supposed to cope with it? Are we supposed to sort of accept it as a part of being in a relationship? Unfortunately, a lot of us, especially those of us from Nigeria, some of us grew up seeing our mothers, our fathers, engaging one another in domestic violence, and we sort of grew up to believe it's an acceptable way of life. We sort of, culturally sort of accept that my culture accepts it. It's something that I should accept. It's something that happens in relationship, and I must just live with it and cope with it. Is that right? Thank you, everybody on Instagram. Thank you. You like my talk. Thank you very much. Ola Sumbo 9238. Thank you. Matt Davis, Buki, Olani, Akinwale. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. soulsunnygmail.com. Thank you. Good evening, everybody. So we'll be talking Ibidapo Anson. Thank you so much for joining. Please share on Facebook. God bless you. So we'll be talking of domestic violence. Look, if I come out there to say that domestic violence does not happen or it's not happening in relationships, should leave it. Thank you, Muiwa, for joining once again. Muiwa 3012, God bless you. Nikki G's, thank you for joining. Thank you for sharing. God bless you. If we say domestic violence isn't happening in our relationships or in relationships generally, we are lying to one another, and we shouldn't come here and lie to one another. And like I said earlier, a lot of us unfortunately grew up in environments where we now sort of believe or accept that domestic violence is, it's a part of being in a relationship. And especially culturally, as Nigerians, some of us grew up to believe, if as a female, it's acceptable for my man, for my husband to, when I do something wrong, to abuse me, physically abuse me, emotionally abuse me, mentally abuse me. It's part of being in a relationship. Adiola Ogunlesi Adedoyin, thank you for joining. Hello, you. Happy Sunday. Now I am here. I would openly say what I come to say live on live video is actually OPEYEMI AIYEOLA's opinion. Okay, it's just my opinion from my experience in relationship. Okay, it's just my opinion, and it's what I feel. should happen in a relationship. I don't go to read, I don't say about things, like things I read. It's either experiences I've personally had or people's experiences that I have seen. Please put some Yoruba joy. Okay, some people are saying, hey, you have to bear with me, and you have to bear with a lot of my other fans who are English speaking people. That's why I come and I speak mostly in English. I am proud of my dialect. I'm a Yoruba girl. I'm an Ishagamu babe, correct Ijebu babe, and I'm proud to be one. But it's just so that a lot of my other Yoruba non-speaking fans can sort of, flow with us and understand what we are talking about. Good evening, Olushola, Erioluwa, Adewudu, Salmon, Akin, Babatunde. Thank you. Fatima Abiola, Obans Shere. Thank you so much. Please share, everybody. God bless you. So what is domestic violence? My own interpretation of domestic violence is somebody abusing one another. How do you abuse one another? Doing what is wrong, what you wouldn't accept, pulling one another down, making one another, maybe sometimes domestic violence necessarily does not have to be physical. A lot of physical happens, but sometimes physical does not happen. Physical means literally eating somebody, placing your hands on somebody, beating up. That's like the primary definition I can put to it. It's beating somebody, hitting people, physically abusing somebody. Now, when two people come together to say, I love you, we are in a relationship, okay? We are in an intimate relationship. We are in a sexual relationship, okay? Now, domestic violence, now hitting, physically abusing one another, hitting one another when one person does something that is wrong. Hello, teammate, Temitok, is it Temitokbe? Treasy? Thank you. Physically beating one another. It's wrong in my book. It is not acceptable. It should not be acceptable by any party, be it the man or the woman. No man should raise his hands on his wife or his female partner and vice versa. Unfortunately, it is more celebrated when men abuse women. I can boldly tell you that I have heard and I have seen situations, husband and wives, people in relationship, whereby it is the woman who physically abuses the man. So it happens. Whether we want to believe it or not, whether we believe the men are stronger than the women, some women can actually physically handle and beat up their husbands. Okay? This is wrong in relationship. It shouldn't happen in relationship. My definition of what should happen in relationship is do unto others what you would want done to you. Treat your wife or your husband exactly the same way you would want to be treated. If you say you love somebody, okay, how can you love somebody and your own way of chastising that person is physically hitting that person, beating yourself? Can we stand? There are so many times we have done so much to ourselves, to even hurt ourselves. Thank you, Princess Oluwademelade Alatishi. God bless you. There are so many times we have physically done things wrong. We are not even saying doing things to another person. How many times have we have to hit ourselves, like actually punch ourselves, beat ourselves up? If we cannot beat yourself, why beat your partner? Oh, okay, see many age. I'm older than her. I'm older than him. How can you insult me? So because you are older than her or older than him, then you feel when we hurt one another, the next thing you've done something so much, I just have to hit you hard. It's when I beat you that I talk sense into you. Even these days with our children, beating these children doesn't really solve a lot of problems. Put ourselves. I remember when we were younger, and our parents really beat us a lot. It got to a point, I remember very well, especially in my school, it got to a point where people who went to secondary school with me, they would know that I got to a point in my life in secondary school that I knew, well, this person is just going to beat me up. And it didn't really change me. There are times when it actually didn't change me. There is Bola Fale Emmanuel. I'm so sorry if I pronounce your name wrongly. Thank you for joining, and please share. Benga Folabi, God bless you, my lovely brother. Thanks for joining, and please share. Domestic violence in relationship. In my book, it's a no, not acceptable in any way. No man or woman should accept to be abused in any relationship. No matter what you do, I don't care. Oh, I caught her in bed with my friend. I caught him in bed with my friend. The next thing is you want to abuse that person. You want to physically hit that person. There is no behavior that any sensible human being, you don't go hitting one another. It does not correct anything. It does not stop your wife from, okay, how many times husbands who have actually physically abused their wives say she insulted me, so because of that, I decided to beat her. Beating oneself is not possible. Do unto others. God bless you, Allah, Allah, Oluwa. How can you? How many times have you actually hit that woman, that man, and they don't repeat that thing? Now, when you even physically abuse somebody, it drains a lot of energy from you, even the person abusing the other party. It drains your energy. You're angry. There's so much adrenaline going on in your body. It takes a lot of strength. I feel it reduces, the partner, that person abusing the other. Thank you so much. Thank you. My voice is breaking. Maybe it's the network. Thank you, Instagram fans and Facebook fans. Please share. I'm here to say, please, wives and husbands, there are other ways we can talk to one another. There are other ways we would definitely, my people will say, even the mouth, your teeth and your tongue, they quarrel, they fight. Why do we bite ourselves? That's what my people would say in Yoruba. So we bite ourselves, isn't it? So it shows that even if your own organs, your own bodies, your own parts can fight one another, how much more human beings? You are from another background. You people have decided to come together as one. You have different mentality. You were brought up in different ways. Some of us have different religion. We have different beliefs. We just come together under the umbrella of love and say we love one another. We come together to be one. Then my brothers and my sisters, my husbands and my wives, if you cannot beat yourself, why beat that woman or that man? We've always heard this, beating and abuse are totally unacceptable. But how can we show anger in practice? Now, somebody have just said, how do we show anger? You can show anger when you're angry with your partner. When you're angry, somebody has just asked a question that we're prone to anger. When we're angry with one another, how then do we express the fact that we are angry? Beating, there are ways, there are different ways to domestic violence. I'm just eating on the physical abuse right now. There are ways, the voice is not clear. I'm sorry about that. Maybe it's the network. Instagram fans, can you hear me right now? Okay, now please, beating and hitting that wife or that husband, showing love or treating your woman like a queen does not make you any less of a man. Of course, Liz Doze or Moba, God bless you, thank you so much. Beating that woman, beating that man does not, pass any message across. It only shows you are a terrible, angry, horrible person. Remido Aburo Milafia, thank you so much. Thanks for sharing. It only exhibits the fact that this person it's an animal. The best way is Look yourself in the mirror. Too many times we do things to other people. Have you ever sat down to think how many times you have really hurt that person? And if that person had the opportunity, he or she would be able to beat you back. How many times have you and your friends fallen out with one another and you've actually, showed your fist on your friend? What about when wife is angry and husband said it's okay, but later she slaps a man, still this man doesn't touch her and the husband runs out to avoid the problem. Later this man got injured when running for a trouble. Now, Nayo Whiskey Altington, I hope I got that right on Facebook. I just asked that a lot of women were troubleshooters, and I know and appreciate that fact. I know I'm not saying only men physically abuse their women. It's vice versa. For example, I know a lot of women are very quick to slapping their men. I know a lot of women are very quick to that. We really slap our men, little thing, it's a slap. The next, that's physically abusing your man. That's physically abusing your man. Okay? That's physical. When you hit one another, when you grab one another so tight, you hit one another, you bruise one another, you slap one another, that is physically abusing one another. No woman should physically abuse her partner, her husband. And no man should physically abuse his wife, his partner. I love this. Keep it up. Thank you very much on Instagram and on Facebook. Thank you, Kenny. Okay, some women abuse men too. It is wrong. Of course, women abuse men. It is wrong. Any woman who abuses a man is an animal, in my book. Any man who abuses a woman is an animal, in my book. Any woman who stands up because you're angry and the next thing you quickly go ahead and slap that man, how many times can you slap yourself? Do unto others what you want them done unto you. How many times have you done something that oh my God, okay, I've done it again, and you've actually literally just slapped yourself? It's not right. You don't do that to yourself. You talk to yourself. You cry. When we do things wrong to ourselves, what do? We talk to our inner man. Sometimes we physically speak aloud. We talk to ourselves. We cry. We might, we're angry with ourselves. How many times have we actually punched ourselves in the face, slapped ourselves? So if you cannot do that to yourself, why do that to that party that you feel is a weaker version of you, to your partner? This is somebody you claim you love. This is somebody you share your body with. This is somebody you have sex with. That is wrong. Joyce Igbe, thank you for joining. Kenny, thank you. Please share on Facebook, share Instagram fans. Thank you so much. Physical abuse in any manner, whether from a woman or from a man, anything, any way. What ways? Somebody I just asked, what way, Sharon, God bless you, what ways can you express to your partner that you are angry? Thank you, Kayo Dejinad from Atlanta. God bless you. Ladies think women are supposed to eat a woman, but this woman are being abused emotionally, physical. God bless you. Thanks. Please share on Facebook and Instagram. When you're angry, let me tell you something. We all get angry. We all get angry. All of us. We're human beings. It's a part of us. It's a trait. It's an emotion that we all go through. And the only way is we have to exhibit these emotions. And anger is an emotion that physically, naturally, as a human being, we need to let out. If Jesus can get angry and curse the fig tree, if the disciples then, we even saw and lived with Jesus, could get angry. If people who communicated directly with God, Moses could get angry. How much more people like you and I that we are just reading and, living on faith? We all, it's a human trait. It's something, even they say Mother Nature gets angry. When Mother Nature gets angry, that's when you see tsunami and earthquake and everything. They say Mother Nature is angry. So it's a natural thing for every board of us. Let us do a show here now. God bless you. Kayode, definitely. Why not? Inbox me, send me a message on Messenger if you have any personal message for me. God bless you. It's part of being a human being. It's an emotion. It has to be expressed. But how do we express this emotion? And let me tell you, when two people from different backgrounds come together, not even two people from different backgrounds, do we not get angry with our parents? Do we not get angry with our brothers and our sisters? Do twins don't get angry with one another? We do get angry. So it's a normal human being. It's part of being a human. How do we exhibit this anger? Facial expression, our voice. We can talk. That's why God has given us voices. We can talk. Hitting one another, abusing one another isn't the best way to show your anger, because this is what you're doing. When you hit one another, you're hurting that person. You're damaging that person. I have heard of husband and wife who engage in physical fight, okay, physical abuse, and the woman has got permanent disability, broken fingers that cannot be straight, that cannot be bent or straightened anymore, marks all over the body. How do you feel undressing that man, undressing that woman, and you see marks on her body or on his body that was put there by you? How would you feel? How do you feel when you want to, mate with that person, meet with that person sexually, and you open the body, you open that man's body, and you can actually see that mark that you have put on that person? That is wickedness. And you still have the guts, you can still touch that body and want to have that body? That is wickedness. It means a part of your conscience is dying, if it's not fully dead. Then it means a part of your conscience, what makes you human, is beginning to die. It's like somebody who goes to murder one another. They go to kill one another. They go to kill fellow human beings. We say, I call those people animals. They've got no conscience anymore. Their conscience is dead. Lack of good communication also affects the marriage. Of course, we have women who perpetrate abuse as well as men who are perpetrators too. It's just that statistically men do it more to women. Having said that, domestic abuse, whether physical or otherwise, is not accepted and should be frowned at. Of course, domestic violence, in whatever way, should not be acceptable in any relationship at home. Hello, everybody on Instagram, on Facebook. God bless you. It is not acceptable. It should not be acceptable. And for people who, the abuser, people who go to abuse one another, if you go and abuse your wife or your husband, and the next time you want to undress that person to meet with that person sexually and intimately, you see that mark and it does not touch a part of your conscience, then it means it means something. Your conscience, that good part of you is dying as a human being. As a human being. Then that person is moving towards not being a human being. Now, what other ways can we abuse one another? Mentally. I have heard and I have seen men and women who talk down on their partner, who mentally abuse their partner, mentally reduce that partner. You marry a wonderful woman or a wonderful man who has so much to do, and the next thing is you begin to speak words of negativity into their life. Every time. Every time they do something wrong, you sow this seed of negativity in their life. Look at you. Obosheri, can you imagine? Can anything good come out of you? You can never do anything well in your life. You are so ugly. There's nothing good about you. Your breast is rubbish. Your distance is that. Your hand is bad. Your body is big. You are the most ugliest person I've ever seen in my life. If I ever, we go on and on and on, and we mentally torture these people. That is an abuse. Before you know it, the confidence, the happiness, the psyche of that person begins to get affected. And they begin to see themselves as lower creatures, as lower human beings, even to you and to others. The confidence they got in them, you begin to draw it down, you begin to pull it out, you begin to destroy it. Why do that? Can you ever do that? Martin, God bless you, Remy Atata. Can you ever do that to yourself? How many times have you done something wrong? How would you feel when you go to work and your boss, you do something wrong, and the next thing your boss does is begins to drop, talk you down mentally, never appreciates you? If you cannot even do that to your children, why do it to your wife or to your husband? Why are we married? Why are we in that relationship? We are there to complement one another. If you feel your wife does not have an intelligent brain, she doesn't think right most times, that's why she's married you. Judges and society believe women more. Couples should quite volatile relationship at the earliest stage. Of course, Jason Benga Jamal from SA, God bless you. Princess Alatishe, God bless you. Sunday Awonuga, thanks for joining. Ajala Odunayo Ewatomi, God bless you. Thank you, everybody on Instagram and Facebook. Facebook, please share. God bless you. Thanks for joining. Why? That's why she has married you with the brain. I laugh when I see men and women, talk themselves down. My wife is stupid. Oh, she can never think straight. She's not intelligent. Good. That's why she's married you. Because you are the intelligent one. You are the one with the brain. That's why she did not decide to marry somebody whose brain is dull as our own. We are there to complement one another. If I'm short, they say short woman devil, and I decide to marry a tall man, it's because, well, probably I want to have really tall children. I want that tall man to complement me. That's why we get married. That's why we get ourselves engaged in that relationship. If I'm not very beautiful, maybe my nose is so big, like my nose is huge, it's big, I'm not very beautiful, and I decide to marry a very handsome man. I decide to marry a man with a bit of pointed nose and lovely lips and wonderful eyes, so that he would complement me. So that his own handsomeness or beauty would radiate through me. And people, when they see me, they look beyond the fact that physically I'm not beautiful. That's why we get married. That's why we choose our partners. That's why we decide to choose that person or that person. We are supposed to complement one another. So why use that thing to talk down or draw down on ourselves? Okay, I've married my husband. When I married him, I was a size 12 or size 8 or size 10. Okay, after having children or whatever, eating so much, now I'm big, I'm huge, I'm a size 18. Right now, I look at myself in the mirror, I'm like, oh my God, my tummy is soft, it's flabby, it's got stretch marks all over. I've got stretch marks from pregnancy. My boobs is not the way it used to be anymore. Why use that to talk me down? Why don't you help me out as my stronger version? You're good at the gym, you go to the gym, you watch what you eat. Why don't you use that, your strong point, to rub on me, assist me, talk me through it, help me out, then compliment me. So that when we go at me, Yapati, and you wonderful looking guy, I'm good couple. Why talk me down? Why abuse me physically? Why abuse me emotionally and mentally? A woman or a man in this time and age, we have a lot on our plates. The economy, financial wahala is there, children wahala, in-law wahala. Instead of us to back one another up, assist one another, there's enough going on into our brain than for us to start abusing one another and join making the trouble, expanding our problems, physically, emotionally abusing, psychologically abusing one another. AIYEOLA Morenike, you want me to talk Yoruba? God bless you. Unfortunately, I have a lot of English-speaking fans. God bless you. Everybody knows I'm proper Yoruba babe. Ijebu babe to the core. Please bear with me, everybody. God bless you. Please share. God bless you for sharing. Thank you, everybody, for sharing. That's why we marry one another. If I'm light-skinned, or I'm very dark, I'm very, like proper charcoal, dark skin, brown skin, and all that. I'm too black, I'm too dark. You don't have to talk down on me. And I've decided to marry somebody whose skin is a bit lighter than myself. You don't have to use that to talk down on me, pull me down emotionally. Compliment me, communicate with me, help me out. We've not even started to talk about in-laws yet. We'll reach the in-laws, almighty in-laws. We're still talking on the issue, on the area of abuse, domestic violence in relationships. Financially, can we abuse ourselves financially? Yes, we do. A lot of couples do abuse one another financially. Yes, this is why I keep saying, when you're going into a relationship, men and women, go into it with your heart. I cannot say it enough. I say it every time when I come on here. Ajala Odunayo Ewatomi. I wish I'm here with you. God bless you. Thank you, Adetunji Temitayo Derby. Thank you, everybody who's joined and shared this video. God bless you. Oluwa Boluwaji Kemi Folashade, love you too. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate everybody on Instagram and on Facebook. God bless you. Thanks for your comments. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for staying tuned. Thanks for listening to Little Me. God bless you. I hope I'm making sense. Financially, husband and wives abuse one another. They take advantage of one another. The husband knows, and the husband says, you know what, let's use your own salary to do this thing. We are getting old, we need to start doing projects and all that. We need to start doing projects, and the wife begins to spend the money on the family. Supposedly the husband is using the other money to build a house, property for the family. And at the end of the day, the husband he feels he's intelligent. He has only put his name on the property or whatever he's doing, or his siphons, or maybe it's vice versa. The wife is the one who is siphoning money from the husband and keeping her own money, saving up her own money, and abusing and physically taking advantage of the husband. God bless you very much. God bless Adiolu Akeredolu. Oh, thank you, Joma Undu. God bless you. Thanks for watching all the way from Germany. God bless you. Why do we have to abuse ourselves financially if we say we truly love one another? It has gotten to a point right now that I tell people, you have to shine your eye. Look, our mothers have suffered. Our fathers have suffered. Unfortunately, in African mentality, a lot of our mothers who have suffered. They've built the home. They've poured in their finance in that relationship. At the end of the day, before you know it, the man is moved on with another woman, leaving our mothers, naked and dry. That's why they suffer. With the children, they've invested so much in that relationship. They've invested their time, their money in that relationship. And the man has been wise enough to do a lot with his own money. The woman has been spending on the children. I'm keeping my home, and she has refused. She has ignorantly isn't building a life for herself. God bless you, Shademi. Hi, is my bro and my wonderful, lovely prince. Thank you, Remy. You know, why? So everybody shine your eye, especially when it comes to the area of finance. I cannot stress it enough. Nobody should accept to be abused in every relationship, whether physically or emotionally or financially. It is not acceptable. Good night, darling. Nobody should be abused. Shine your eye, use your brain when you're dealing with one another. That's why we women need to take our stand. Enough is enough. Of course. It is not only women. Aramide, Oluwasemilore, Morakinyo. It is not only women. I have seen women who've abused their husbands physically. And the poor man, bam, before you know it, any small thing wants to be 40. Before you know it, wants to be 40. Before you know it, Yashoma Walorun. And the poor man, the poor man goes away and tries, and the friends begin to laugh at him like he's weak. But it's vice versa. It's just unfortunately the men, theirs is more celebrated, is more out there. And statistically, like somebody just said, a lot of men, more men abuse women. It's not. And this is why it's not acceptable. Let me tell you why domestic violence or abuse in your relationship is not acceptable. Okay, if you say because I have children for him, because I have kids with him, I don't want people to be counting it. It's my husband, I'm going to pray, he's going to change. And you don't separate yourself from that situation. You don't separate yourself from that situation. These are the likely things that can happen. What if, my sisters or my brothers, what if during that time when he's abusing you, physically hitting you, he accidentally hits you in such a way and you slum and you die? God forbid. So tell me, those children that you have because of them stayed in that relationship, what's going to become of them? What good, what use are you in the grave? Hello, my darling AIYEOLA. Say hello to them for me. They are born. God bless you. God bless you. Linda, Lydia, Dixon, Edomwade. Is it Edomwade? God bless you. These M4DK. God bless you. However, when a woman decides not, what use? I've heard women who still remain in abusive relationships, and their excuse is, I'm to be more fun. I have children with him. We have children together. Now, these are the things, these are the dangers. What if nobody plans it? At the end of the day, the man will tell you, I had issue, accident, I didn't mean to do it. Nobody means to. Most people who have died and they're in their grave, their partners necessarily do not always mean to do it. But in the course of anger, a man or a woman that cannot control their anger, and the next thing is they hit you, they slap you, they bite you, they punch you. Anything can lead to death. Anything can lead to death. What if it leads to death? Those children that you have because of them stayed in that abusive relationship, what's going to become of them? So we need to keep our brains open. We need to be true to ourselves. And don't forget, ladies and men, separation does not necessarily mean divorce. Separating yourself from a particular situation does not necessarily mean divorce. I always tell everybody, divorce should be the final stroke. Okay? It should be the final lap when every other means has been exhausted. But please, women, you do not have to. Or your mother and your father has warned you. That's why you are gone, because I did not pick him for you. I did not pick her for you. In our house, when you are gone to your husband's house, it is a taboo for you to come back into your father's house. Fine. If that man or that woman eventually hits you, God forbid, in the wrong place, at the wrong time, and you eventually end up in the grave, wouldn't mommy and daddy like it for you to come back to their house rather than end up in the grave? My friend's sister remained in an abusive relationship because of her children. She later died. Can you imagine? Oluwabomi Adenike Olalaya, God bless you for sharing this with us. Somebody has just said on Facebook that a friend who had 3 children stayed in an abusive relationship, and at the end of it, she died in that relationship. Women, why do we have to stay in a relationship and make sure we die? Let that relationship take our life. Is destiny. That's not destiny. That's not destiny. You remain and you put yourself in that situation. Don't let anybody lie and take the truth away from you. That's not destiny. We can take our destinies into our hands. There are lots of examples in the Bible. Jabez took his destiny into his hands. When his destiny was going a particular way and he didn't like it, what did he say? He said, no, you need to change this destiny for me. So there's nothing like permanent destiny. Nobody has got a permanent destiny. No destiny will tell you to die in that relationship that will kill you. No. I did. AIYEOLA, yes. Unfortunately, yeah, we said it earlier. We lost another rare gem in Nollywood, Uncle Umide, like I fondly used to. No relationship is worth dying for. I tell everybody, no relationship is worth dying for. It's worth giving your life for. The only person who has come, as far as I'm concerned, who has been destined to give his life is Jesus. It was his destiny to give his life, and he has come to do that. It is not your destiny. It is not my destiny to die or to give my life for anybody. No relationship is, I'm not a sacrificial lamb. Nobody should be the sacrificial lamb for anything, for any relationship. No man is worth dying for. No woman is worth dying for. Don't die for your husband. Don't die for your wife. Don't die in that relationship. You're better than that. Separating yourself from that relationship does not mean the relationship or the marriage is over. When it becomes abusive, separate yourself and your children. Now, those children, what good are you doing for your kids when you make them live and see you or their father being abused right in front of them? Please tell me, what love do you have for those children? You say, well, I love my children. It's because of the love of, it's because of the love that I have for my children. That's why I'm staying in that relationship. What love? These children grow up to be angry children. They grow up to think it's okay for a man to beat a woman. They grow up to believe it's okay for a woman to be submissive in such a way that she stays under the umbrella of abuse. So tell me, how are you helping these children that you claim you so much love, and it's because of them you're staying there? How? Now, somebody had just said, King Eddie Lion on Instagram had just asked me that, am I encouraging divorce or what? Like I said earlier, I am not encouraging divorce. Okay? I do not encourage divorce. I am in a relationship myself. I am in a marriage myself. I do not pray for my marriage to break down. I do not pray for my marriage to lead to divorce. I am a product of, an unstable relationship. I'm a product. I was brought up by a single parent. I never ever in my life, not even, I have got no experience. I've got no experience of living in, a two couple relationship. My parents went their separate ways, I think when I was 2. So I never experienced mommy and daddy kind of environment and relationship. I have children now. I wouldn't want that for my children. But I tell you, as much as I love my children, as much as I love my husband, if the relation begins to get abusive, I will leave. I will leave. Now, this is why you need to live to fight another day. Leave, separate yourself. Then if you want to pray for the man, while you are away, pray for him. While you are separate, sometimes distance, separation helps. I have seen relationships that actually was built back because they actually went their separate ways. You know, when sometimes we don't get to value what we have until it flies away, until we lose it. Sometimes we don't know one another's worth, especially couples. We've lived together for 10 years, for 15 years. You know, we are more worth our more. You don't know your wife's worth. You don't know your husband's worth until until that relationship is almost broken away. You know you're going to lose. Then begin. Separation can make you appreciate one another. It can make you appreciate one another. Separate yourself. That is my advice from that abusive relationship for the time being. Save yourself. What good are you if you end up in a mental institution? What good are you to the man, to your children, to your family? Thank you, OPEYEMI from Cotonou. God bless you. Queen Aminat Balogun Wabilai. God bless you. No, tell me, let us reason together. What good are you if you end up in a mental institution, man or woman? Because you're saving that marriage, because you're saving that relationship. There are a lot of women living with depression, living, you know, they're psycho now. A lot of women, a lot of men, even the so-called man that you want to die for, when you go psycho, he won't be able to cope with you. You cannot live with him. You cannot live with your children. You will not have your children with you anymore. Your children will now have to live at the mercy of family, friends, strange men, strange women. What good is that? If you're in that relationship because you love your children so much, it is because of your children that you are there, and you go gaga. You go crazy. How are you going to take care of those children? I have seen women who have ended up in psychiatric hospitals, psychiatric homes, for no other reason, not drug issues, nothing, just because they encouraged and they remained in an abusive, domestic violent kind of relationship for too long. For too long. Oh, thank you, P. Ojomo. God bless you. God bless you, everybody on Instagram and on Facebook. God bless you. My husband, it will end up one day. If care is not taken, of course. Even that your husband that you love so much, oh, because I love him too much. He's the only man I've ever known. He's the only man I want to spend the rest of my life with. That husband will let you go when you go gaga. And vice versa. If that woman is the only woman in my team, I cannot love any other woman. I cannot stay with any other woman. The moment you begin to do coin enters, that woman will go away. Even your children will not stay with you anymore. Don't go gaga over any man. Don't go gaga over any woman. It's not worth it. You and I, we are worth more than that. And look, I will go back to this. I am a Christian. I'm a believer in the sermon, in the word of God. On Facebook, on Instagram, thank you. Adebisi Ashabi Adams, thank you for sharing. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for staying tuned. Thank you for giving me your ears. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you all. Like I was saying, if you say, okay, I love that man, I love that woman so much, I want to remain in that relationship. My pastor has told me is against the law of God. For me, I must remain in that relationship. Hear me and hear me good. Now, I have been under ministration before, where men of God, where a particular, men of God have preached that. I've actually heard a particular wonderful, well-known man of God preach a sermon that even if you are married to the devil, you need to stay in that home because God is against divorce. Now, let me tell you, it depends on what God you serve. I know these days we all serve individual gods. Maybe the God that I serve is different from the God that you serve, and we claim that we serve the same God. But let me tell you something. If something terrible happens to you, how many pastors has told their flocks to remain in an abusive relationship, and one person had ended up dead? How many pastors have taken responsibility for that? Nobody will take responsibility for your death. They will say God giveth and God has taken it, and it's a lie from the pit of hell. God has not taken it. You have decided to allow your life end that way. And I'm telling you, God has given you that life. You are questioning. You are accountable for it. You will account. You will give account of the life that God has given unto you, how you use it. When you go and you stay in an abusive relationship, okay, because your pastor or your daddy in the Lord or your imam has told you that is against the will of God for you to separate yourself, and you end up dead, God will ask you. And I bet you, God, ignorance is not allowed, is not accepted. Even these days, you will give account. And those children that God has given unto you to take care of, to guide, and you shorten your own life out of your own ignorance, and you make those children suffer and go through a lot, you will give account. You'll be accountable for that. That's my take. How many pastors will take responsibility of your children when you end up in the grave or in the psychiatric hospital? They will adopt your children and treat them exactly the way they would treat their own children. And they will go to the same school. Please, when we go under ministrations, it is important that we go there with our heart and with our brain. When daddy opens his mouth or mommy opens her mouth to say or preach a sermon, let us go back and let God, Holy Spirit, minister to us. There's nobody that cannot communicate with God. Everybody has sinned. The Bible, the God knows that. So your pastor is not good enough, better than you, to communicate with your maker. He's not. That your pastor is a sinner. That your mommy in the Lord is a sinner. You are a sinner. You can communicate with your God. You can ask God yourself. Don't be ignorant and end up in the grave. And do you even know how many pastors abuse their wives? A lot of unfortunately, please have mercy on me. Forgive me. I'm only saying pastor, because I am not in the best position to talk anything about imams. I'm not a Muslim. I rarely go under Islamic administration, so I don't know much. Please show me mercy. I am a Christian, I'm a believer, but I'm not ignorant. I know my pastor is a human being. I know my mom in the Lord is a human being. I know they are prone to sin. I know they have secret things they do that I don't know about. Just as I have secret things I do that none of you or nobody, when I go to church, all you see is what I wear, the physical appearance or whatever I want you to see or whatever I portray. We all have our ways. We all have our things. We all are sinners. So please don't let your pastor kill you or your mom in the Lord kill you or your ignorance, religious ignorance kill you. It is very important. The Bible has even said it. My people perish. Why do people perish? It is not because they don't know what to do. It is because they lack wisdom. That's why they perish. A lot of people are in the grave. A lot of people are in the psychiatric hospital today. A lot of people, their life has been wrecked for lack of wisdom. Alimat Kazim, soldier go go, soldier come, barrack remain. If any woman die or commit suicide because of a man, I bet you, give him IS of 3 months. He is on, of course, he's moved on, even vice versa. Please, I know a lot of us, so many things are happening in the world these days. We are so ignorant, especially in the area of religion. It is really, really killing a lot of us. We need to be careful. We need to open our brains. I am not saying divorce. Divorce should be the final stroke. Divorce should be final. Okay, but separation is acceptable. Separate yourself from that relationship. Don't destroy the life of your children because of your own selfishness. I call parent like that, men or women, who still remain in abusive relationship and say it's because of my children. What will the world say? What will people say? My mommy and my daddy say I should not come back to the house. I say they are wicked people. They are selfish. They are selfish. Because when you're gone, Instagram fans and Facebook fans, please pardon me. Instagram is a 1 hourly stuff. After 1 hour, it goes off. So I have to, bring up the video, start the video all over again. Thank you, Facebook fans. Thanks, Anna. Thank you for loving me. I love you too. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you. I'm trying to read through the comments. Thank you, everybody. Ojelabi Owolabi Sherif. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Or I'm going to try and see if I can log in on. Thank you. Ajiat Olori Ifedolapo. Thank you so much. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you so much. Please, I hope I'm making sense. I'm just going to start the Instagram live again. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Please, domestic violence should not be endured. Any relationship at all. Your relationship, you are not meant to endure your relationship. You are meant to enjoy it. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. No party should abuse anybody. Don't let nobody abuse you. No, it's not acceptable. Thank you, Instagram fans. Thank you, Facebook fans. Please share. God bless you. Thank you, Omobolali9847. Thank you for joining again, everybody who's joined on Instagram and Facebook. Dupe BNS, God bless you. Sis me, thank you. Please share. God bless you. Ask people who have endured domestic violence in their relationship. At the end of the day, you know what? Let me tell you, a man or a woman that does not appreciate you, or a bird that wants to fly in the sky, and you begin to hold and guard, it's an individual decision. If a woman or a man wants to remain in a relationship, no matter how hard you try, no matter what you do, if a bird wants to fly, that bird is going to fly. If that man is going to leave you, that man is definitely sure. Bet it with me, that man is going to leave you. You cannot hold people down, no matter how hard you try. I have seen women who have tried everything. They've stayed in it. They've endured in it. They've accepted rubbish in their relation. At the end of the day, what happens? The man leaves them. I have seen men who have accepted rubbish from their wives. They've stayed in it. They tried to put it together. They tried so hard. They've put everything. At the end of the day, if that woman wants to go, I bet you it's only a matter of time. That woman is going to go. There's nothing you can do about it. It's an individual decision if you want to stay and remain in your relationship. You cannot force anybody to stay. You cannot use money to buy anybody to stay in that relationship. Please, what in a case of a husband that doesn't respect you as a loving wife? Qadri Ashabi Afusat. Of course, we have to respect one another. We have to respect one another. Even these days, we have to respect our children. We have to respect. Respect is reciprocal. You have to respect your husband. You have to respect your wife. You have to. How can you say you love your wife and you talk her down in front of everybody? You talk rubbish on her. You put her down. You emotionally abuse her. You talk to her anyhow and you say she's my property. can do anyhow. It is a property. We are living things. We are humans. It is a property, something that is your property. Like, for example, this cup is my property. Okay, I can decide to do whatever I want with it. I can decide to make tea with it. Okay, it's called a tea cup, it's a mug. Okay, they expect whoever that has produced it expects me to, use it to drink tea. All right, I bought it with my money. It's my property. I can choose to put tea in it. I can choose to put juice in it. I can choose to put water in it because it's my property. I can choose to do whatever I want with it. I can choose to bin it, put it in the bin. I can get angry and break it into pieces because it's my property. But human beings, we are not properties. You don't own anybody. A subjective phenomenon. No one should or ever judge the pain except the person passes through the pain. OPEYEMI, please also advise women, I mean women to women, we abuse and judge each other without any second thought of thinking this woman may be right. Of course. Alimat Kazim, God bless you for that. We're not properties. Don't treat your wife as a property. She's not your property. How much did you spend on a dowry that you're making her your property? How much is it to buy a human being? How much is it to buy a human being? If human beings, can be bought, a lot of women and men who are looking for the fruit of the womb these days will go out there and buy babies, their own babies. If money can actually buy human beings, or let me use the word, make human beings, produce human beings, like literally create human beings. If money can create human beings, a lot of men and women out there, God bless you, God provide for you, who are looking onto the fruit of the womb today, would not, all they need to do is just take their money, go to the manufacturer and mold whatever they want to mold. But we are not properties. We're not one another properties. We've got our own mind. Even if God, who is our creator, we are not his property. He has given us free will and choice. He cannot do us anyhow. We let him. We invite him. If we want God to use him, you allow it. You allow him. If he says, okay, I want to use you, I want you to be this, and I say, God, I'm sorry, I want to go this way, I want to go this way, he's going to bloody hell leave me alone and pick somebody else. That's why he says, even if you don't place me as a human being, I will raise up stones. This is to say he's going to give you free will. If God, who is our maker, has given us free will, he does not treat us as property. It does not. Why should we treat one another as property? Thank you, Elo Gedi from Cape Town. God bless you. Temitope blessing. Oketoki, God bless you. Don't treat one another. Your wife is not your property. Your husband is not your property. How much money did you pay on dowry? That you're saying, I bought you. You're my property. I will do you anyhow. You cannot treat your wife like a mug or like a book that you buy. I can buy a book today, decide to repeat, decide to fold it, decide to treat it well, decide to write on it, decide to pour water in it, decide to paint it. Because that's my property. I can do whatever I want with it. Your wife or your husband is not your property. You should not abuse. You cannot do anything you want. Rather, that person is a human being like yourself, should be treated exactly the way you want to be treated. With respect, with dignity, with love, with affection. You can't buy human being. You can't. You can't put a price to it. If money could buy human beings, then all those rich men and women who have married somebody because of money. See what happened. Go check what's happening. Then they wouldn't cheat on one another. They will remain faithful. They will die for them in their place. Hello, everybody on Instagram, on Facebook. God bless you. Don't treat one another like property. Let's respect one another. You have to respect your husband. You have to respect your wife. You have to talk to each other with respect. You have to address each other in public with respect. You have to address each other with emotions. You have to celebrate one another. And you have to back each other up. You have to look for that thing where they lack, anything that your husband or your wife is lacking. You have to complement one another. You have to assist one another, build one another's confidence. Okay, your wife doesn't know how to wear her makeup. She doesn't know what makeup is. Teach her, communicate, let her know. Not how you want to be treated, but how human being needs to be treated. Some people want to be treated like animals. There's Sam Salter is saying, God bless you for that. That is not how you want to be treated. Some people like to be treated as animals. Well, I guess it's true. I don't want to be treated like an animal. So human beings, the way human beings to be treated, I correct myself. God bless you for that, Sam. You don't own that husband. You don't own that person. You can't slap that person. You can't talk down on that person in public. You can't. You can't emotionally abuse that person. You can't physically abuse that person. You can't treat that person like an animal. Even animals, you need to treat animals with respect. Animals lovers will tell you, you treat animals with respect. It's important, and we say we love one another, we share our body, we share this. How do you do it? I wonder when husband and wife fight and they beat one another up, how do you now get past that and move together and have sex? I don't know how it happens. How does that happen? Oh, sorry about that, Instagram. Sorry about that, Instagram. God bless you. Sorry about that. I sincerely do not know how that happens. Please, domestic violence, enough of it. Women, men, you do not have to endure it. It can go wrong. If it goes wrong, it's not going to be the best for you. It's not going to be the best for your sanity, for your health. Domestic violence can take away your health. It can take away your health. It can rob you of your health. High blood pressure. You become depressed. You're on antidepressant medication. You're going to be on medication for the rest of your life because you're in a relationship with somebody. You develop high blood pressure. Over what? Over a human being, over your husband, over your wife, over that relationship? Is it worth it? Even our children, God bless them. You will not kill yourself over your children. You can only but do your best. How much more your wife or your husband? If you develop high blood pressure, you're on medication for the rest of your life. Let me tell you something. That man or that woman is a decision, a personal decision. If they want to remain a human being, if they want to change their ways, they have to be able to change their ways. We human beings must learn to live with one another in a human being manner. You shouldn't be scared to enter into your own house. You shouldn't be scared. I see some wives, as soon as their husband comes, they're scared. Why? What kind of relationship is that? If your relationship has gotten to that, then there's time for you to separate yourself. That is why I encourage women, empower yourselves. Men, empower yourselves. So that when it gets to that level, it's not going to be like you're going to be dry and empty because you feel you cannot live without that person. And that is the kind of problem that a lot of women have. That's why they keep enduring that relationship. They've got no money. They've got no business. They've got no work. They've got nothing. Women, please don't be full-time housewife. If you're in the house, there are 1,000,001 things you can do. Even without leaving the comfort of your home, what is that good thing you can do? Can you make hair? Can you make wig? Can you sell? Empower yourself, make your own money. Keep money. When your husband is giving you money, that moment that money is coming in, save. A lot of women, the only reason why they are enduring that relationship is because they lack finance. They are scared. They've got no money. It's part of Africa. They treat animals anyhow. In abroad, you don't treat animals. God bless you, Oluwabumi Oyedele. No, Olayode. God bless you. Princess Lolly, and thank you for sharing. Itunu Bumi Ajisafe. God bless you. Women, please. I'm going to concentrate on women for now. So men, please pardon me, because I know a lot of men, out there. You usually, you're hardworking men. You empower yourself. God bless you. But women, even if your husband is super rich, please empower yourself. Empower yourself. Save up money for yourself. Save up. Use wisdom. Be wise. That's why a lot of women are enduring their relationship. Fear of the unknown. They can't go and rent a home by themselves. They cannot take care of the children. They cannot educate the children on their own. You want to cook amala? Ade Love Official, God bless you. Where is my amala? Women, please, you cannot afford to be a full-time housewife. If your husband is saying, no, I did not marry you so that I married you so that you stay in my house, cook for me, please communicate with your husband. Never be a full-time housewife. Look for business to do. God bless the internet. God bless social media. There's a lot you can do without even leaving the comfort of your own homes. Empower yourselves, women. Never live your life depending 100% on another human being. Be independent. You were not brought up not to be independent. You came alone into this world. You came alone as an independent human being. Be independent. Be independent. Work hard. Get your own wealth. Acquire your own wealth. And men too. Men who are enduring that abusive relationship because you know you have no money. If you leave that woman, you will suffer. Empower yourself. Don't be lazy. Don't be lazy. Yorùbá máa ní ọ̀lẹ ò ráyé wá, ayé asán ayé òṣì lọ̀lẹ wá. You were not created for you to be lazy. You cannot afford to be lazy in this time and age. Don't be lazy, men and women. Acquire your own wealth. Get your own money. Look, nǹkan mi, ó yàtọ̀ sí nǹkan wa. My thing is completely different from her thing. As you're working together as a couple and acquiring wealth, have your own wealth too. Individual wealth. I'm telling you, women change, men change. Unfortunately, it is the time and age that we live these days. The heart of man is desperately wicked. We are living at a time right now that the love of many is going to wax cold. It's waxing cold. There's nothing you and I can do about it. It's the end time. It's the times we live. You need to be wise. Gone are the days of full-time housewife. God bless you, Olushola Adewodu. Fumi Ogidon Bello. Children are an addition. They are not meant to stop you from pursuing your vision and aspiration. God bless you. There's no excuse not to walk. There is really no excuse not to walk. Let us party next month. Okay. Please, I beg you. Temitayo Rukayat Badmus, God bless you. Don't remain in that relationship because of religion. That would be the greatest mistake you would make. So what daddy has said, what mommy in the Lord has said, what my pastor, what my GU has told me, what my daddy has told me, what my pastor has told me. If anything happens to you, your GU will not save you. Your daddy in the Lord will not save you. Your mommy in the Lord will not save you. They will not take over your children and take care of your children like their children. If you are lucky to find a wonderful woman of God or man of God or daddy that will take it, Your children will not go to the same school, same expensive school. Their children will go. Your children will go to second class or lower class school. That is if daddy and mommy are super nice. So why let daddy and mommy destroy your life? Why let religion destroy your life? Don't perish for lack of wisdom. Don't perish for lack of knowledge. If your mommy and your daddy in the Lord has told you something, they've advised you, they've told you, that is the way I stayed in my marriage, I prayed and I prayed and I prayed, and later God took control. Daddy is wonderful. Daddy is a pastor man. Hallelujah to mommy. Hallelujah to mommy. Hallelujah to mommy's testimony. What if the day you are praying and fasting on your knee, your husband comes and hits your knee and you slump and you die? How many women and religious women and religious men have died simply because they endured and listened and obeyed the instruction of daddy and mommy in the Lord? And how many daddies and mommies in the Lord have taken responsibility and said, yay, I killed Sister Lagbaja, I killed Brother Lagbaja, hold me responsible for her death. Daddy, her blood are in my hands. How many mommy and daddies in the Lord have said that? Or will say that? Then they start preaching, what's this popular Malachi? Is it Malachi? What is this popular Malachi 3:23 or Malachi? There's a time for everything, a time to live, a time to die. That's the sermon they will preach. A time to live, a time to die, a time to come, a time to go, a time to fall you, a time to be well, a time to clinic. That's the common sermon. God forbid that they will preach such sermon over me out of ignorance and stupidity and lack of wisdom, lack of understanding. Ayoadebi, thank you. Thank you, everybody on Facebook who's sharing. God bless you. Thank you. I have nothing against men of God or women of God. I have wonderful men of God and wonderful daddies and mommies in the Lord. But I'm not ignorant. I'm not stupid. I'm not foolish. Do you know what your man or your mommy and your daddy in the Lord do in their secrets? Do you know? Do you know? Thank you, thank you, Dami Mayegun Lawal. Women are waking up now. We better wake up. Kenny Ogunsipe, you're saying it the way it is. Yeah, it is the way it is. Unfortunately, thank you, everybody on Instagram, on Facebook. Nafsat, I have a friend that her husband is fighting her so bad and she should not work. She has been in the States for 8 years. She got a job after being tired of staying at home and taking care of 4 kids. You could record this live video and post it on YouTube. Do that next month. Okay, thank you very much. I will do. Everybody's in, people are actually saying I should start posting it on YouTube. I'll start posting the videos on YouTube so that you people can always go and watch back. And let us encourage one another. It's not all about all this rubbish, doing rubbish with our lives. Please, a lot of women are suffering because of ignorance, or probably they do not have anybody to encourage them. Some of us, we need a bit of encouragement. And mommies, daddies in the house, stop deceiving your daughters and your sons. Stop telling them marriage is a do or die affair. Stop telling them that they have to die there because you suffered with daddy. Later, Munjoro on sin. Mommies, please. Jagaban, Dele Gudipemi, how are you? Mommies and daddies, let's stop preaching the wrong message to our children. Would you like to have to bury your children? Would you want to go and visit that child in a psychiatric hospital or psychiatric home? Would you want that children sent back to you mentally disturbed, mentally unstable? Let's stop preaching, passing wrong messages to our children. A lot of women are enduring, a lot of men are enduring bad marriages, rubbish relationships because their mommy and their daddy has warned them. And in our family, one pada sile, to ba ti lole, kuro le babe, one pada wabe. No matter how much you love your husband, partner, always have it in mind that shit can happen. So be ready to take care of yourself. Learn to stand alone. Thank you, Dami Lawal. God bless you. Linda Togo, God bless you. Olori Bisoye Olusoji Adegbesin. God bless you. Thank you, everybody, who is sharing this video. God bless you, everybody on Instagram and on Facebook. Thank you. My husband is fine. My wife is fine. As much as I love my husband, as much as I pray, because I'm from a broken home, I never had that experience, as much as I want this marriage to last me a lifetime, as long as I'm working hard towards it, as much as I'm making sacrifices to make sure it's last, let me tell you, when domestic violence begins to creep in, I am staying. And some women stay there because of what people will say. Damn what people will say. Mama Kafumi. People will say that I'm a shehu. People will say I'm a prostitute. People will say, I'm actress in what and Billy Oko. People will say, Billy Oko. Damn what people will say. Don't live your life for people. Live your life for your own self, for your own sanity, and for the sake of those lovely children that God has put in your hands to take care of. People will say, when you go mental, it's these same people that would say, look at her, she's crazy. They will not stand and take care of your children. People can say bloody hell whatever they want to say. It's your life. You are the one in that relationship. It's your life, not people's lives. You can imagine somebody like me saying, what will people say? People that do not know me, people that I do not even know. Àwọn actress yẹn gbélé ọkọ tó bá ń gbélé ọkọ that's their body headache. So because mo fẹ́ kọ́ níyà Ọpẹ́yẹmí yàtọ̀ sí gbogbo wọn, ó gbélé ọkọ, ó pẹ́lé ọkọ, ó lò 30 years, ó ṣe kíní kan, and I begin to remain in an abusive relationship. Hell no. God forbid. I begin to damage the life of my children. And I say I love my children. God forbid. Say whatever you want to say. Say actress Ashewo ni wọ́n gbélé ọkọ. Say àtẹ̀rọ̀bẹ́lẹ̀ yàtọ̀ sí gbogbo wọn ni. Say whatever you want to say. I ain't staying. What people will say, Bibo, are they the ones that will take care of your children? Are these people the ones that's going to pay your hospital bill? Are these the people the ones that's going to go through the pain? When they take your children from you, when social welfare, when family and friends take away your children, when your children begin to run away from you because you are mentally unstable, when your children can no longer be proud to say, that is my mommy, because you are mentally unstable, please, this is not to say that for every little thing, we are packing our bags out of our marriages and we are leaving. No. That's why we are married. We fight, we quarrel, then we make up. That's the joy of being in a relationship, but not an abusive one. You shouldn't stay in an abusive relationship. You shouldn't stay in an abusive relationship. No woman should endure abuse. No man should endure abuse. It is a sin on yourself and on those children in that home. You are indirectly abusing those children psychologically as well. As you are getting abused, you are abusing those children emotionally, mentally. You are abusing your children by making them stay in that environment. Your husband does not respect you. He brings different women into the house. He doesn't talk to you anyhow. He talks down on you. The children are there. Your husband tells you to shut up in front of your children. Your husband slaps you. Your wife, you slap your husband. You tell your husband to shut up in front of his children. You bring him down. You pull his man ego. You turn it into rubbish. You rubbish him down anywhere. That's not acceptable. You shouldn't endure that relationship. That's not acceptable. That woman doesn't love you. That man doesn't love you. Tell me, where is the love in there? A man that cannot beat his own mother. A man that cannot beat his own mother. Does his mother not say things that he doesn't want to hear to him? Does his mother not make him angry? Does his mother, his father, not make him angry? Does his mother or his father not, ridicule him, say something that upsets him. How many times has he raised his hand to beat his mom or his dad? And a woman that slaps the man because he's yours, he's your husband. He has made me angry. I have to show that I'm angry. How many times have you slapped your own mom? Or your own daddy? Did they not make you angry? Did you not do terrible things that you cannot even share with people? How many times have you abused your parents? Yet you want to abuse your wife. You want to abuse, you feel you have the power, you have the right to abuse your wife, to abuse your husband. Because you are married to them, because you are your property. Nobody's anybody's property. Nobody. I can only but come out here and say, this is my own opinion. It's not acceptable. I will not lie to you. I will not accept it. I will not endure it. I will not stay in it. So tomorrow, if you hear that, God forbid, Ope has left her husband, something is happening, that I ain't going to stay. I ain't going to stay. I will not. Talk whatever you want to talk. Fans, unfan me. Stop unfollow me. As long as I have my sanity, I have my life intact, I have a future. I'm bossy, but if you don't follow me, 8,000,001 people will follow me. The work of my hands will make it happen. So why kill myself? I'm just charging my phone. Why kill myself? Why end my own life? Because I want to remain in marriage. Because I want to remain in that relationship. Because I claim I want my children. Say, for example, I am from a broken home. I never had, I can't even remember. My parents got separated when I was just 2. Just 2-year old. 2. So because I have purpose in my heart, and I have said, because I came from this home, I will not allow it to happen to my children. I will not kill myself. I will not go mental. I will destroy the life of those lovely, wonderful, beautiful boys that God has given unto me. That people are running letter to have. That people are paying 1 million. People are ready to trade their wealth for. I will destroy their life before it even begins. My children's life have not even begun. So because of my own selfishness, destroy the life of poor innocent children whose life have not even begun yet before it begins. Because I want to stay in marriage. I want to be Mrs. I want to be Mrs. I want to remain and die a Mrs. God forbid. God forbid. I'm saying it loud and clear in public right now. God forbid. This is not to say that every little thing is pack your load and go, women and men. That's why we are married. That's why we have a partner. We are one another's burden bearers. The burden on this world, in this world, is too heavy for one person to carry. I will not lie to you. The economical burden, financial wahala, all these things happening. It's a lot for one person to carry. That's why we have partners. That's why we have somebody's shoulders. That's why we have somebody to, apart from procreating. That's why we have somebody to love us. That's why we live with somebody. We decide to share our life with somebody. And it is not for that person to kind of abuse us and kill us and make us mentally, and make us go gaga. Please advise me. My pastor asked me to get my this soon, and I just got sacked and I've not got any job now. Somebody, God bless you, Oluwatoyin. Somebody have just sought advice and said his pastor or our pastor says he or she must get married this year, that the Lord has said so, and he's got no job. Now, this is the thing I would tell. If your pastor has told you that it is God's will, he has seen a vision and desire that you have to get married this year, please, the pastor knows that money, his relationship with money, no matter how small, If you've got no job, I'm sure there's no social welfare in Nigeria. I don't know if you're in Nigeria. There's no social welfare unlike here, where if you've got no job, there's social welfare, where you can go to the government and they can give you job seekers allowance and other benefits. Tell your pastor to place you on constant benefits now. Tell that man of God that told you to marry to either give you a job, if truly Abba. I don't understand men of God sometimes. Somebody comes, it's like somebody coming to me and tells me, my children have not eaten, I've not eaten since yesterday. And I'm a man of God. I said, neither let us pray. Abba. This is the problem with our men of God. No, we don't practicalize anything. Is it sit down, neither let us pray that will solve my matter? Or give me money, give me food. Apart from if you give me money and you give me food, don't forget that money and food, if there's no continuing flow, continuity is going to end. Get me a job, place me, employ me in the church, and give me salary. Pending the time I get a better job while I'm looking for a job. Please, my advice for you, go and tell your daddy in the Lord that if the Lord has told him that you have to get married this year and you do not have a job, tell daddy to employ you and place you on salary or on benefit. If daddy can employ you and place you on salary and benefit, no problem. Then you can save up. And then get married. Then the will of God for this year will come to pass. Mine is so complicated because I got a daughter and have never been in a man's house ever since, but disappointed and pressure on me every day. Now that's another thing, societal pressure. Society, we allow cultural pressure. We allow society to put pressure on us. We are of a particular age. We have to marry. I know it happens a lot. There is so much pressure. Everybody's pressurizing you. Your daddy, the Lord, is pressurizing you. Your parents are pressurizing you. Society is pressurizing you. Culture is pressurizing you. Obìnrin tí ò nádé orí aṣẹ́wó ni, obìnrin tó nọ́kọ aṣẹ́wó ni, ọkùnrin tí ò ní ìyàwó kíní kan ni. Society, they begin to tell you this. I'm telling you, your culture, your society, will not live your life for you. If anything goes wrong, culture will not back you. Society will not back you. Your parents will not back you. Let me tell you, ọmọ tó bá dá tó ṣe rí mọ́yàn ló bí máa yangàn. When you go mental, you go crazy, or you get disformed, you get disfigured, you get deformed because you remain in an abusive relationship, then you become a liability to your parents. It gets to a point, they get so tired, they get fed up. I'm telling you, they will abandon you. Your so-called parents, when you allow that man, put you on the wheelchair permanently, get you deformed, put you on medication for the rest of your life, get you depressed, or you let that woman put you on the wheelchair for the rest of your life, put you on medication for the rest of your life, make you go mental, make you go gaga. Your family, I tell you, become a liability to your own family. Those family that you're trying to please, those mommies and daddies, it gets to a point, then they become ashamed of you. It's the natural human nature, no matter how wonderful your mommy or daddy is. It gets to a point in a parent's life when you want to begin to eat the fruit of your labor over your children. You want your children to be, you have Princess Adeize Victoria, God bless you. Thank you. Abigail Fiala B, thank you. Thank you. Fumilola Abosede Famodimo, thank you for joining on Facebook. Please share. Thank you. Instagram, thank you. Facebook. My daddy said I must not come back to his house. My mommy say, when you will go mentally, you're on the wheelchair, your parents we disregard. It gets to a point, this network is back, it's getting back now. That's why I'm repeating myself for Facebook, for people on Facebook. That's your daddy and your mommy. When you're on the wheelchair, it gets to a point, they will lose respect for you, they will lose regard for you. They will get fed up with your wahala. They will not be proud to call you their daughter. They will not be proud to call you their son. Ọmọ tó dá, tó mú wálé, tó yan, tó ṣe free, tó ṣe fi yangàn. Lòbí máa fi yangàn. Good riddance to bad rubbish. Bidemi Alatishi, God bless you. So please, that's your culture that is telling you that you have to stay in the husband's house. Whoa. Our culture does not say you have to leave your husband's house, whoa, and you die there. In that husband's house, you get deformed. You go gaga. That your culture will not back you in the grave or in the hospital. Please, wisdom is the principal thing. Above all, let us all get understanding. Let's save ourselves. Our life is our life. It is precious. People are losing their lives. Don't lose your life out of ignorance. Don't lose your sanity out of ignorance. Nobody is worth it. And don't spoil the life of those children even before it starts. A lot of us, the character and the traits we exhibit is something we grew up with, we inherited from our parents, and it's affecting us negatively. We grew up in a home where we see daddy beats mommy. We feel it's a normal thing. We feel every woman must be submissive. Every woman must be subjected to that. It's normal. But God bless mommy. Mommy was able to fight it all. God gave her the grace. But you might not have mommy's grace. How many people have ended up in the grave? Are you telling me that grace was not sufficient for them? Unfortunately, they're not bad people. They're wonderful people who would have had a wonderful future, who would have been wonderful parents. But unfortunately, they endured that relationship. They decided to endure and stay in it. They never knew they were going to die. They never expected that their life would be cut short. When they were exchanging vows with that man or with that woman, they never knew. But when the time for them to go away from that relationship, when the opportunity came and they did not take it, due to one reason or the other, due to, well, it's my children, because of my children, I don't have money, mommy and daddy will send me back, people will abuse me, what will they say, all my friends are married, they will call me a shewo, they will say I'm a prostitute. They're in the grave today. They're in the grave today. A lot of them are in the mental institution today. Please, ma, can you help me? I studied total health and of course in school. Please, how can I be of help for you, ma? When anybody on Instagram and on Facebook who wants to send me any personal message, maybe about acting, joining the group, any personal message, please don't send it on this platform because I will not be able to answer it. DM me if you're on Instagram, send me direct message on my inbox, send me message on Facebook and on Instagram, please, okay? Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. Please, life is precious. Life is wonderful. It is our life. It is our duty to guard our life and keep ourselves safe. We can only try. Nobody knows when death will come. Nobody knows how we're going to die. But please, don't intentionally stay and dig a grave for yourself. Don't dig your own grave. Don't dig your own grave. And I will repeat myself again. Don't destroy the life of those wonderful children, even before their life starts. A lot of men who are husband and wife beaters right now, probably it's because they grew up seeing daddy beat mommy. It has destroyed something in their psyche. It has, changed something up there, but it can still change. It's a choice. It's a thing of choice. Whoever is in such a relationship needs to think about our children. Please don't let the kids be motherless. Leave a vulnerable. God bless you. Adunia Day. Wuraola Oluwaseun. God bless you. Adewumi Destiny Omolope, God bless you. Oluwashemilore Morakinyo, God bless you. Ayola Oshisami Bello, God bless you. Viva. I'm trying to see them. I don't know how to scroll this down again. Okay, I'm trying to scroll. I'm trying to scroll to read your comments. God bless you, everybody on Facebook and on Instagram. Please, women and men in abusive relationship, sit your partners down, talk it through. If they're not changing, don't stay. You don't have to stay. I tell you, do not stay in that relationship. What Viva Fonta Fatoba? Why are we one-sided? I really don't know. How are you, Kale? I was short today. Thanks for joining. Mimi Damsel, can you explain a situation where one's fiance always complain that you are always nagging, complain, and even give excuses when you ask him for money, but he wants you to look good and he claims he loves you? Okay, Facebook is back. Moji Arikare, thank you so much, Moji. How are you? Share. Thank you, everybody on Facebook and on Instagram. Somebody had just asked a question that on Instagram that a partner or a boyfriend or fiance is always complaining about nagging, complaining, and wants her to look good, but is not ready to spend money on her. This is what I say. Okay, for our single ladies and our single men out there. Now, let us talk. We've talked about in marriage and relationship. Okay, let us talk to the single ones. There are signs to know. There are signs. Usually men and women, when we are dating, we give signs. When you're going to know, we give red signals to show that this man or this woman. A good example is the man you're dating. Okay, you're not married yet. And he's so quick to anger. The next thing is he gives you a slap. A man that you're dating that is quick to give you a slap. After the slaps, cuddles you and say, baby, I'm sorry, but you caused it now. You made me angry. Run 440. Run for your dear life. That kind of man, when you marry him, or that kind of woman, a woman that you are dating, because she's angry, she cannot control her temper, she cannot communicate. The next thing, she gives you a slap. She punches you. She rips your clothes out. You know that when you finally marry that kind of person, you're in for trouble. There are signs. I tell people, there are signs. A man that will tell you, shut up. Pardon me, you're talking. And this man or this woman shuts you up, disrespects you. Anywhere. Whether you're together alone or you're in the midst of friends, family, shuts you up anyhow. Disrespects you a lot. It's a sign. Single ladies and single guys. It is a sign. I don't care whether you've been in that relationship for 10 years, for 15 years. You've had sex. You've done a lot of abortion. These are reasons why men and women end up moving, graduating from relationship to marriage with the wrong person. They claim, I've dated him for 5 years. We've dated for 5 years. He's the man that is virgin to me. She's the woman that is. These are reasons. why a lot of people are falling into the wrong marriage. I've aborted over 10 babies. I've done 10 D&Cs for him. Why do 10 D&Cs in the first place? These are reasons, but these reasons are not good enough. Because that marriage may cost you your life. It may cut your life short. A broken relationship is 100% better than a broken marriage. Break up that relationship. It's not how far. I've seen people who've dated themselves for 3 months and they're now married. They've been married for years. I've seen people and they're happy. Not only just married, they're happy. So usually it's not how long you dated yourself for. And there are usually signs, warning, amber signs, amber lights. There are amber lights during your courtship. Where it's either you wave it away, or you ignorantly don't want to pay attention to it, or you put sentiment to it. A lot of people are in the wrong marriages now because of sentiment. Sentiment cannot hold that marriage for you. And it will not make that man or that woman love you the way you should be loved. Oh, sorry Instagram, sorry Facebook. Oh my God, my phone just ran out of battery. I need to switch to the other phone. Thank you, everybody. So I need to start the Instagram live all over again. Thank you, everybody on Facebook and Instagram. Thanks for sharing, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm charging the phone again now. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Instagram. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining Instagram and Facebook. Thank you, everybody. God bless you. I love you all. Thank you. Sentiments cannot hold that marriage together. Momoda dear, his daddy is a wonderful man. His mommy is a wonderful woman. I know the family. The family are so much. The family are lovely. They are wonderful Christians in their home. Are you married to the family? Are you married to his dad? Are you married to his mom? Thank you, Afolabi. Thank you for joining. Are you married to his dad or are you married to his mom? His daddy is a pastor. His mommy is a pastor. Are you married to the pastor? Sentiment. It's how well, not how long. Of course. Sentiments. It is virgin to me. I've said in my life, he's the only man that is virgin me that I will marry. He has his virgin due. And now he's slapping you. He's beating you. He does not respect you. He emotionally abuses you. Financially, he's not there. He's not responsible. I will marry him. Sentiments. Oganla Murphy Ganil, thank you very much. Princess Ulushola Shogbayi da Silva Adeyemi, thank you very much. Adunia Ade Wuraola Oluwaseun, thank you very much. Sentiments. Please, my people, sentiment. Sentiment is not going to give you your life. Sentiment is not going to make you happy. Sentiment is not going to hold that marriage together. And sentiment is not going to put your sanity intact. Sentiment is a disease that can ruin one. You cannot afford to put sentiment into a relationship. Queen, what help do you want? Thank you, everybody on Instagram and on Facebook. If you've got any personal message for me on Instagram and on Facebook, both. How about men? Of course, men should not put sentiment. Men and women. A lot of men put a lot of sentiment into it. That's why they marry the woman. The woman has got money. Oh, the woman is from a wonderful family. Her mommy is my mommy's best friend. The woman I is virgin and I promised her marriage. I is virgin and I promised her marriage. the woman, she has done abortion for me, and I promised I will marry her. When I had no money, she was there for me financially. So I think I owe it to her to marry her. This is a woman that does not respect you, a woman that will slap you anyhow, a woman that is aggressive, a woman that is quick to anger, a woman that does not even respect. Abba. Sentiments will not hold that marriage together, man and woman. Man and women, please. Abuse is not allowed. It should not be endured. I don't care what anybody says. Queen, please inbox me, DM me if you want to ask anything about acting. Please, this is not a platform for that. Any personal message you want to join OAG UK Nigeria or Nigeria, DM me. You want my services in any way, DM me. You want to invite me as a motivational speaker, DM me or send inbox me. You want any MC services, DM me, inbox me. Thank you very much, everybody. God bless you. Of course, I'm encouraging the men. Thank you very much, Viva, Fatoba, Olamide, Ogunyomi, Hamilton. We should have more of this awareness for young generation coming up. Of course. Wish I could call in. Yeah, people are beginning to say there should be a call-in telephone. I'm going to introduce it very soon. Please bear with me. Bear with me. God bless you, everybody. Bimisola Adeshuyon. Is that it? Did I get that right? Good talk says you are a blessing to a generation. God bless you. Amen. Olatunji Taiwo. How is my family? Wonderful. A marriage should not be endured. It should be enjoyed. Of course. That's my motto in life. A marriage must be enjoyed, not endured. When we are beginning to endure marriage that will take away my life is too precious. One life. I've only got one chance to live this life. Just one chance. I don't know if I've got 9 lives. I have one. I haven't got 9. I've got one chance to live this life. Just one. And I have to live it to the best of my ability. And not to say that I have wonderful children. God has blessed me with wonderful yoboros. And those yoboro, they're my responsibility to help them in their path through life. Okay? What I have seen men do to women, I don't want I've got boys that are going to grow up to be men. I want them to be able to respect women, treat women the way they would want me, their mom, to be treated. I will not leave my children in an abusive relationship. I will not destroy the life of my children even before it begins. It is my duty as a mother to help out these children. That is my duty. And it is my duty to myself to keep my life intact. Thank you, Mirel. How are you? To keep my life as safe as possible. I will try not to intentionally, cause my life to be cut short. It is my duty. It is my life. One life that I've got. One opportunity to live on earth. Love suffers long and is kind. Love does not envy. Love does not parade itself. Love does not puffed up. Love does not behave rudely. Somebody has just given us 1 Corinthians 13, 4-9 definition, biblical definition of love. God bless you, my sister. Viva. God bless you, Viva. Amen. Oh, bless you too. Oh. Instagram, official AK Rita the Queen. Hello, ma'am. How can I solve my problem with my husband? We've been married for 7 years and dated 6 years. But after 2 weeks of our marriage, he started beating me. Is he biting? Change his attitude towards me. Now, official, somebody has just said that she actually dated this man for 6 years and now they're married for just 1 year. Oh, no. I've been married for 7 years and dated for 6 years, but after 2 weeks of our marriage, okay, they're married for 7 years and they dated for 6 years, and after 2 weeks of their marriage, the man started to abuse her. This is my advice. Whether you've got children or not, okay, staying in an abusive relationship, for 7 years. Be truthful to yourself. It is not safe for you. You need to separate yourself from that relationship. And this is the thing I tell single people. Let me tell you something. You would have seen signs, 6 years of courtship. Amber signs would have come up. The amber light would have shown. You have either ignored it or sentimentally refused to accept it or notice it. Single women, single men, don't make this mistake. 6 years of courtship broken is better than a lifetime of marriage broken. You've dated this person for 6 years, 7 years, 5 years, 1 year, 10 years. Doesn't mean you have to end up with them. Any human being that does not treat you as a human being, let me tell you something, you need to separate yourself. You have 3 kids with him. Queen, this is my advice. Your children see this man abuse you. What are you teaching your children? Are you not damaging these children before their life even begin? What love is that? I am not saying divorce him. I will not advise you. This is my own advice, so I will not advise you to divorce him. But you need to separate yourself and your children from that abusive environment. If he beats you one day, accidentally, it's always accidental. Don't make your case be like that case. They usually say it on TV in UK. We are learning. We are learning. We are learning. Don't make your case be a case study for others to learn from when you are in the grave. No abuse is acceptable. I repeat, no abuse is acceptable. My advice, you need to separate yourself from that man. That man does not love you. If that man genuinely loves you, he will not even want to see a tear drop from your eyes. If you genuinely love your husband, you will not want to see a tear drop from his eyes. It's just the way we treat our children. When we say we love our children, we don't want them sad. We are worried when they are sad. We are worried when they are sick. We are worried when they are crying. Please, no abusive relationship must be endured. If you want to pray for that man, you want to pray from afar. Separate yourself. Thank you, Ade Love Official. Good night. Call on Jiwari. Separate yourself. And one more, okay, if you say you're an adult, you can deal with the situation. God bless you. What about those innocent children in that environment, Joe? The kind of children we have now, they are angry. There's enough to make all these children angry. Society pressure, social media pressure, beauty pressure. These children are going through a lot from the society. Financial pressures, peer pressures. They have a lot on their plate already. Don't add domestic home pressure to it. Don't add it. These children at their age, no matter how small they are, they have a lot of pressure already. I see my nieces and even my children. Everybody wants to be slim. They don't want to eat good food anymore. Because the picture of a wonderful looking, beautiful lady is a slim lady. They don't want to eat. The pressure is there. Makeup pressure. Their makeup has to be on fleek. Because if they take a picture and their makeup is like this, everybody on social media who does not know them will abuse them. Their peer pressure at school. They are trying to live up to standard amongst their peers. Before they even grow up, they are going through a lot. Why you want to add abuse to something that's already disturbing their mentality? Even the government, the rules the government are bringing out every day. It's not helping our children. Majority of it isn't helping our children. Don't touch your children, don't beat your children, don't shake the kidney on your children, don't shake it on your children. Your children they have a right to question, they have a right to abuse you, they have a right to shake it on, they have a right to shake it on. Then you know all these things, what they watch on telly, what they watch on film, the kind of films that are made these days. It's not edifying. It's not good entertainment for the children. It's not children friendly. Games they play. It's all about blood, killing, this, violence, that. Still, you want these children, the home where they should get, the home that should be their comfort zone, where they should come back to happiness and everything. Violence is in the home as well. And all violence is around. You open Facebook, you open Instagram, it's violence. It's people killing people, blood everywhere, people eating, please, Lord have mercy. My advice, you need to separate yourself. You're married for 10 years and my husband have 3 wives after me. He beats me, talks to me anyhow he likes. Now, this is another thing. God bless you. God bless you, everybody, for sharing your trouble with me. I really appreciate it. God bless you. I know it's hard. Thank you. Somebody had just told me that she's married. She's been married for 10 years. And in 10 years, her husband has got 3 more wives after her. And he beats and talks to her anyhow. This is my thing. This is because the man has got no respect for you anymore. The man does not love you anymore. You are just a property. You are just a figurehead there. You are just a baby-making machine. He's got no regard for you anymore. The love is not there anymore. I would say you're worth more than that. A man that does not respect you, regard you, that does not love you anymore, that talks to you anyhow, that beats you up. What are you still doing there? That's not no marriage. That's not a marriage. That is not the way a marriage should be. And think about your children. You've got children with this man. What are you teaching those children, the men in that home, the women, the girls, the boys in that relationship? What are you teaching them? Are you telling them it's okay for their husbands? Are you telling the girls that you have that it's okay for their husbands to treat them like rubbish? Women should be treated like rubbish. Please, don't take that from any human being. Everybody is a precious stone. You're a rare gem. Like I tell everybody, everybody's uniquely made. There can never be another you. No matter what. There can never be another OPEYEMI, AIYEOLA. Uolomoshwalai. Alejora. We can be identical. We can look alike. But that's not me. We are uniquely made and created. Everybody is special. There's always somebody out there for somebody. That's another thing about women. We believe because we have 3 kids, 5 kids, 6 kids, it's over. No man will be interested in us anymore. We cannot live a good life. We cannot be happy. We cannot have a better relationship. How would you know if you don't go out there? How would you know if the sun is shining, if you stay in your house and you just open the window? God bless this country. A lot of times we open our curtains, we see the sun shining. But you never know. If you get into that weather, wallah, is cold. You forget to take your jacket, you freeze to death. So a lot of us fear of the unknown. You need to know your worth. Every individual is worth so much, because there can never be another you. There can never be somebody else that can smile the way I smile. There can never be somebody else that can talk the way I talk. We might look alike. There can never be somebody else that can reason the way I reason. There can be a better me. I'm not disputing that. There can be a better me. That is the unique. There's always a better somebody. There's somebody who is better at that. But there can never be another me. I am wonderfully and beautifully made. I am unique in my own way. Please, I beg you, women, your husband married you, married 3 wives after you, treat you like rubbish, does not respect you. does not regard you, talks to you anyhow, and beats you up, your husband has moved on a long time ago. You are the one still living in the past. Your husband is living in the present. He has moved on a long time ago. Without you, he has left you. That man has left you longest time. Women can't dress wrongly and expect your husband to love you. Marriage is not a do or die. The same children you are sitting in the marriage for are the same ones that will suffer the outcome of the touch. Of course, abundance. Thank you very much, abundance. Olaleko, Gloria, Onoha Babe. I'm sorry, Gloria. Marriage is not a do or die affair. Thank you, Oluwashemilore Morakinyo. Yetunde Busolaige. God bless you. Thank you, Sister Benny Adetunji. It takes two to tango. Of course, it takes two to dance a tango dance. Viva Oluwashemilore Akonko, but it means you should be disrespectful. Communication goes a long way. Thank you, everybody. Oluwashemilore, yes, long time. Thank you very much, everybody on Facebook and Instagram. Please, we are too precious to endure violence. Yeah. And I tell you, if you don't go out there, you can never know. You can never tell. This is not to say you're sorry, they are a prostitute or a show, or as soon as you're out of the next thing, you're jumping into bed with the next enemy. That's not that. That's not what I'm saying. But at least move away. Move away from that relationship. Yeah. Well, like, empower yourselves. Why are you still staying there? You don't have money. A lot of women endure because financial circumstance, due to financial, inadequacy, they don't have the finance because they refuse to empower themselves. Yes, please DM me at Detolani Akinyo Adenuga. DM me, please, or send me if you got personal. Please let us on this chat. Please, Facebook and Instagram fans, please, when we are sharing our experiences, let us use wisdom, okay? And let me tell you why I encourage us to use wisdom. Sometimes, please, even if it's your personal problem, let's use wisdom, okay? Because don't forget, there's a social media thing. Like on Facebook, it's going to be reposted. On Instagram now, you can save it and, repost it. Please, let's use wisdom. Don't mention name. Don't necessarily say it's you. Our people, our society, and especially if you're still in that marriage, okay, and because of society, friends, and everything, let's use wisdom when we are sharing our experiences. We are human beings. Don't let that friend know what's happening. You understand what I mean? Please, let's use wisdom. Please, let's use wisdom, okay? I'll encourage us to use wisdom, please. Precious Peters, God bless you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody on Instagram and Facebook. Let's apply wisdom when we are sharing our personal issues on social media. This is social media. A lot of people are going to see it, okay? A lot of people are going to read it. And unfortunately, they're going to, even if you don't use your name, they're going to be able to click on your profile and go to your page and see your picture. Then they know who you are, okay? Please, let's apply wisdom. We should apply wisdom, okay? Thank you. God bless you, everybody. Thank you. I really appreciate the fact that you guys are sharing your personal issues, your personal experience with me and everybody else so that all of us can learn from it. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate everybody on Facebook, people who are sharing this video, people who have been with me since past 8 o'clock. Thank you very much for giving me your time. Thank you for not saying, God bless you. God bless you. If you guys are not there, I will be encouraged to do this. God bless you so much. I really appreciate you all. I cannot but just appreciate you all. Idowu Ajisafe Oroboto Omotayo. God bless you, everybody. Abundance. First time to watch your AIYEOLA, you're called in the movies. Time of seeing your favorite movie. Good job. Thank you very much. Abundance. Olaliko Society talks about physical abuse, but it is even more dangerous when you are being abused emotionally. Emotional abuse kills slowly without anybody else noticing. Of course, Gloria, God bless you. Thank you very much. Basirat Anike, Basirat Anike, yes, Anike, isn't it? Anike. Madam alone, Jari. Mude paniketi. Muni Anike. Basirat Anike, God bless you. Thank you very much for sharing this video. Viva, please, okay, kindly look into us calling into your live shows. Okay, Viva, Fatoba, I'm going to try looking into it. Okay, thank you very much. Thanks for the love. Thank you. When will you come back to Nigeria? Olabisi, very soon. When my Oga, you know me, I'm under authority. I have 3 correct Ogas. So when they give me the go ahead, God bless you. Emotional abuse is worse. Of course, emotional abuse is what we've talked about that. You know, physical abuse is emotional abuse. My God, that's the one that actually makes you go gaga. It's actually the emotional abuse that kills the brain. There's a difference between when somebody is dead and the person is in the grave. But when somebody is being killed, Yoruba man want to pass. When somebody goes gaga, want to penny inside. Emotional abuse is the one that kills the brain. It messes up with your brain. It messes up with that woman's or that man's brain. It kills that person before even that person dies. And it's the kind of abuse that disgraces one. When somebody goes gaga, it showcases all of my consciousness. It showcases one's vulnerability to the world. It comes with a lot of disgrace. You come across a lot of women, God, wonderful, beautiful looking women, showcasing all sorts of traits and acts. And when you find out, it was because they were abused. Say no to domestic violence campaign should be the next project. God bless you. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody on Instagram and Facebook. Emotional one is the one that kills you. It kills you slowly. When it killing me softly. You're going to kill you softly. It kills you so slowly and it messes up with the brain and it embarrasses one. I can use this. You need to start a live show. God bless you. Thank you very much, everybody. I'm going to be posting this. I'm going to be starting good news. I'm going to be starting OATV very soon. OATV will be starting very, very, very soon. I'm working so hard on it. Don't worry, I'll let you guys know. OATV is going to be, I'll tell you all about it. I'm working very hard on it. Yeah, like Simisola Martin, God bless you. Emotional and psychological abuse is invincible. And that's the one. Every abuse is bad. But that's emotional one, my God. People see you look so nice. You come across some women and men, they look so wonderful, they're well dressed. By the time they open their mouth to talk, so everything is going gaga. Please, men and women, don't let anybody abuse you. Don't. We've spent almost every time, oh my God, domestic. I was going to talk on domestic violence and almighty in-laws. I think I'm going to leave the almighty in-laws to next week. This is a very touching issue that we need to discuss. In fact, I'm going to discuss it further next week. Then we need to empower ourselves, women and men. At first, the sign of abuse, the victim needs to seek for help and get out. Of course, Tolu Yusufu, God bless you. Tolu has just told us that when that abuse starts, seek help. And no, some women they're weak. They're weak. If you know you are that kind of a woman, that you need to seek help. That is why, look, there are people, psychologists are there, counselors are there. Seek help. Seek help. Find out in your environment. Find out there are people who God has blessed with wisdom that can actually help you how to support yourself, how to separate yourself from your relationship. People are there who have gone to school to study, who have gifted, people are there. We have counselors. There are people that can actually help you out. There are a lot of, let's not shy away from that. There are a lot of weak, I would say weak individuals, not very strong-hearted men and women, Let's not forget them. They are weak. They cannot make up their mind. They cannot make decisions on their own. They need help. They need support. If you fall into that category as a man or as a woman, seek help. Seek counseling. Let somebody help you and support you to separate yourself. Of course, thank you. It's not by might. God bless you. Seek help. Don't be afraid to seek help. Don't be shy to seek help. It's like somebody who is ill, and you say you are shy to go and see the doctor because of where your sickness is. So a rash is developed in your private, and because the doctor will tell you to open your private, you are shy to go and see the doctor. That person is killing him or herself slowly. What if that rash was something else that's going to develop into something else? And if not treated early, can lead to death, deformity, or a lot of serious wahala for the person. Let us try and seek help. There is no shame in seeking help. There isn't any shame. There isn't any shame in being weak and needing support. When is my next live show? I usually come every Sunday. It's 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. every Sunday. And please share on Facebook. I'm going to be posting and sharing and saving it. And I'm thinking of putting it out on YouTube very soon. So all my videos will be available on YouTube for you to stream and view anytime you have the time. Network is frustrating. Shy your me crown. God bless you. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you, everybody on Facebook and on Instagram. I really appreciate you all. I thank you for your show of love, for outpour of love. Thanks for sharing this video. Thank you for your lovely comments. Thank you for being there since about past 8 that I started. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Olafunke Esan Abimbola, thank you. Akinwole Remilekun Ogunyemi Bisola. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you on Instagram. Thank you on Facebook. Thank you so much. Please. Network is bad. Yeah. So sorry. What can we do? I'm going to be posting it on Facebook. I'll be saving it. It's going to be available on YouTube soon, so you guys can have an opportunity to watch it. Please. Don't be ashamed to seek help. Don't be ashamed to ask for help, men and women. If you're weak and you're going through a particular thing, domestic violence, let me tell you, is never right. You're not meant to pray through it. You're not meant to endure it. Don't pray through it. You can pray. There is power in prayer. Prayer works. Prayer sure works. But let me tell you, it's a personal decision. If you're praying for somebody, Holy Spirit arrest him, Holy Spirit arrest him, Holy Spirit arrest him, Holy Spirit arrest her, Holy Spirit arrest her, Holy Spirit arrest her. It is that person's personal decision. Holy Spirit will make it known to you what you're doing. We open your inner man to see that you are hurting this person. We open your inner man, your inside, to see that this is wrong. But it is now a personal decision whether you want to yield to that spirit and change your ways or not. Because the Holy Spirit will not force you. Just the same way God will not force you. So if you say, I'm praying for my husband, I'm praying for my wife, that's why I'm enduring that abuse. You're killing yourself. Because it is not the Holy Spirit that's going to change that person. No. The Holy Spirit will minister unto that person. We let that person know. Say, for example, somebody who grew up, sometimes people hurt one another without necessarily thinking twice and not having it, sit back and look at it like, I'm actually hurting this person. That's what the Holy Spirit will do. My name on Facebook is AIYEOLA OPEYEMI. The Holy Spirit will let you, we call that person's attention. Yoruba mani ma pàkíyèsí ẹni yẹn, ó máa ṣí etí inú ẹ̀, ó máa ṣí ojú inú ẹ̀, kó rí wípé nǹkan tó ń ṣe yìí is wrong. But it is not the Holy Spirit that will change that person. It is the person that will determine and accept to want to change. It is that person that will decide, oh my God, so for this long, I've been doing this to this person. This thing is actually wrong. I love her too much for that. I love him too much. I need to change my ways. That is the way I think it works. So for men and women, in my professional view, if you think you're being emotionally abused, please seek help from social services. If you think you don't have family support, this form of abuse is listed as one of the abuse that is against the law in the UK, that adults will be safeguarded if they seek help. Thank you very much, Simisola Martins. Thank you for sharing that with us. Please, so ignorant Christians. I'm so sorry, my brothers and sisters in Islam, or my Christian brothers and sisters. I keep saying Christians, Christians, Christians. I keep saying it. The only reason why is because I'm a Christian. I know more about the Christian faith. I know nothing about the Islamic faith. So I cannot talk on something I do not know. That's why I keep, mentioning pastors, mummies in the Lord, Jews, Christian, because I'm a Christian. Please pardon me. Okay? Thank you very much. Olaide Adeyinka, thank you. I think that is the way the Holy Spirit works. So if you say, I'm in there, I'm praying for my husband, he's going to change. I am praying. And that, how many women have prayed and they have ended up in the grave? Does it mean God is not answering the prayer? Does it mean the Holy Spirit is not doing the work? No. God is playing his own part. The Holy Spirit has played his own part. It is your partner that has refused to change. God will not force anybody. No, I've been pronouncing your last name wrong all the while. It's Owolomanshe, not Owolomanshe or whatever. I can imagine what people go through. If my voice gets raised while talking on the phone, my daughter gets worried and asks me, Mama, are you okay? Why, moms, what's wrong? And I immediately lower my voice. Mama is just getting excited talking to a friend. Please imagine me now having a heated conversation with hubby and listening to a fight. God forbid. We are parents, we need to be careful. God bless you very much, Viva. These kids are growing up. So women and men, do not be ignorant. Don't take religion. Don't let religion go into your brain and destroy your life. Don't let ignorance kill you. Please. I have heard men and women say, I'm praying, I'm praying, I'm praying, and they have died. They are in psychiatric hospitals now. They are tortured. Everything about them is gone gaga. They are depressed. They're on antidepressant medication. They've developed high blood pressure. And they are praying. God is doing his own part. God has listened and he has said and he's answered. It's your partner who has refused to change. And God is not going to force him or force her to change. Please, let us apply wisdom. Let us not be ignorant. Don't let religion, society, cultural values, sentiments destroy us. I repeat, domestic violence in whatever manner, physical, emotional, psychological, financial, should not be endured. Some women can't leave their abused relation because of what their pastors and church will say. That is wrong. I've said it and I'll repeat it again. God does not crash into our lives. So I agree with you. That's the person needs to change. Of course, God will never. Don't let your man of God, your pastor, your mom in the Lord, don't let them destroy you. They're not going to, they're not going to take care of your children. They're not going to take care. What good are you in the grave? What good are you to those wonderful children that you are because of them staying, that you claim you're staying there because of them? What good are you in the grave? What good are you to those children at the psychiatric hospital? What good are you to those children when you're on antidepressants? What good are you to those children when you are not mentally stable? What good are you to those children when you are depressed and you are sad, you are moody, you are bad, you're looking horrible? What good are you? If it's your parents have warned you, what good are you to those parents if you're in the grave? What good are you to those parents if you're in psychiatric hospital? What good are you to those parents if you become a liability to them? God bless you, twinnies. Alogba. Thank you so much. Yinka Olayinka Ironwo Jesu Olaiwola. Thank you very much for sharing. Thank you everybody for sharing. I really appreciate you all. I love you all. God bless you. I usually come Sunday. I usually come here every Sunday, 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. every Sunday. And I come to talk on areas we can sort of encourage ourselves in the areas of our relationships, to move our relationships better, to enjoy our relationships, to encourage ourselves. That relationship is not a do or die affair. We don't have to kill ourselves because we want to be in our relationship. We don't have to endure domestic violence because of parental pressure, because of cultural pressure, because of religious pressure, because of any pressure at all. It should not be endured. Relationships are meant to be enjoyed and not endured. Let's stop killing ourselves before our time. Let's stop killing our children, damaging our children before they even start to live their lives. Nobody's worth dying for. No marriage is worth dying for. No relationship is worth dying for. She reached me on Facebook, or she ignored me. Sorry, Queen Hero. God bless you. See, Instagram fans are becoming jealous now. They say I'm in the Facebook comments, not their comments. I'm so sorry, Instagram. Please forgive me. You know you're my faithfuls now. You've been there, before I even started Facebook Live. God bless you. Thank you so much, everybody. My wife diverts all the love to our son. Immediately she gave birth, she cares less for me. Benga Ozana. No, these are the things. Benga, I've just said that as soon as his wife had the child, she diverted all the love to the child and ignores him. No, Benga, this is the thing. We women, we make that mistake a lot. Ignorantly. You make that mistake a lot. Communication is key. You need to communicate with your wife. You and your wife, you need to have together time. You need to have time away from that child. That's why we need family. We're going to be talking about in-laws. We need family and friends. Okay, you need time together as a couple. You need time as a family together with the child. You need time. You need to communicate with her. And I'm sure she loves you. If she loves you, she's going to, try and balance it up. It's always very difficult for women, mothers, God bless us, to balance it sometimes. Especially children. We put all the love there. They take away everything. We forget the man. We do it ignorantly. But men, support us and help us out when we begin to make that mistake, okay? And these are the ways you can help to support us. Find somebody to mind the child. Take hours away together, okay? Take hours away together. Find couple time. There should always be couple time. I'm telling you, when the children comes, it affects a lot. I would not lie to you. As a mother myself, when children come, even your sexual ability or your sexual time, everything changes. I will not lie to you. A couple that used to just have it anywhere in the house, any time of the day, and laugh, dress anyhow. When these children come, you can't begin to do that anymore. I will not lie to you. A lot of times, me and my husband, we are cozy and all that. And all of a sudden, these boys, they just come knocking on the door. Bah, bah, bah. What are you doing? Open the door. Mommy, he hit my head. Mommy, he boot my book. Mommy. And by the time they begin to do, maybe you are in the middle of it before you know it as a mother. I will not lie to you. I stand up and I open the door, and Dad is angry and is covering, and when these children comes, God bless them, but we still have to try and balance it up. Women, men help us out. That's why we are married to you. That's why we have you. Help us out when we begin to make these mistakes, or when you feel the love is drifting away, we're ignoring you. We're sort of not having. We do not have time for you. It's a normal human instinct, mother thing, to want to put a lot of attention and love on the children. Find somebody to mind the children. Find time away from the children. When the children are at school, and you're on holiday, take out your holidays together. Take out your holidays towards the same period. Okay? Try and find the weekend. Let mommy come and do babysitting, Gary. That's your mother-in-law that usually just come and cause wahala. Go and dump the children with her. Or that's your sister-in-law that comes and wants to come and take control. You're not teaching my brother's children very well. Dump the children with them and go for the weekend and enjoy yourselves. Have it anywhere, anyhow, on the balcony, in the bedroom, anywhere, any style. Put your head on the floor, your leg and your hand. You know what I mean. I hope that has answered you, Benga. Sebeme, I need your assistance. Anybody, please DM me. DM me, DM me. It's true. You can't stop laughing. God bless you. It's true. We do it a lot. In the kitchen, isn't it? People are beginning to suggest, venues, the kitchen. Or somebody saying give them a job. Give your children a job. But those children, they know. They know. No job. By the time you are giving them a job and you want to quickly do quickie, they are going to come. That's it. I'm going to say, I finish. Mommy, I finish. Daddy, especially when you lock the door. Haven't anybody noticed? When you are in the room, whether you are doing or you're not doing anything, and you lock the door, they will come. They're so inquisitive. They start knocking. I don't know if your children, my children do it. And they start, why are you locking? Open the door. David hit my head. David pulled my shirt. David knocked me. And they begin to shout. Before you know it, you jump out of bed. Is it right for a woman to allow the man to take all the financial responsibility in the relationship in the name of he is the man? No. Mayowa, Afolabi, no. You are a couple. You are running the house together as a couple. Financial responsibility must be divided between couples. That's financial abuse. Your wife is abusing you financially. If your wife hands money, and she said because you are the man of the house, it is only your money that you guys will use to run the home. Your wife is abusing you. She's an abuser. She's abusing you financially. She's an abuser. What is she doing with her own money? She's keeping it to build house. She's using it to buy gold. You don't know how to buy gold. You don't know how to build house. You have those children together. That home is your home. It's Mr. and Mrs. home. You're running that home together. So your both finances must be used to run that home. So your wife or your husband, if it's vice versa, they're abusing you financially. Nice, thank you for the Lola. Thank you, Oluwatayo from Lola. Queen Amina Bello Wabilai from Man. God bless you very much. Adeni Emmanuel, how and why? What's that? Are you saying women should not stay if our husband don't have money? And tell me, please, what time do you normally start my program? I usually start this program 8 p.m. to 11 every Sundays. So somebody is saying, are you saying women should not stay in her husband's if their husband does not have money? I've never said that, and I will never say that. Okay? I've never said no woman should endure financially with their man and vice versa. If your husband does not have money today, support him. You people put your finance together, but don't be a fool in love and put only your own money while the other party is saving up their own money to do their own thing. Even if they claim to be doing something for the family, if they claim, oh, I'm saving up my money so that I'm buying a house for the family, whose name is on that property? Is it just his name? Has he put just Mr. and Mrs. Owolomonshe, which is not acceptable in my book? Okay, if we are doing something as a couple, we say we are building a house together, we're buying a property together, we say this is together. Okay, it has to be, say for example, Mr. Olaiwola Babatunde Owolomonshe and Mrs. OPEYEMI Yaduni Owolomonshe, because anybody tomorrow can wake up to be Mrs. Owolomonshe, anybody can be Mrs. Owolomonshe. That's not acceptable in my book. Especially in the Western world, after having kids, it's not a joke. We need to take time out as a couple. God bless you. Yes, that's it. What about man that hates taking care of his own children because it's happening to someone I know? Now, this is the thing about men not standing up and taking care of their children. Oh my God, it's almost 11 o'clock and I still have 11. It's almost 11 o'clock. Usually I go at 11 o'clock. Okay. Now, because I came late, okay, I'm going to extend the time today. Thank you, everybody. Now, somebody I just asked a question that what of men who do not take care of their own kids? They leave it to the women. That man, unfortunately, shame on such men. Shame on such men. If a man, what kind of father is that? If a man has produced a younger version of himself and you claim you're a man, shame on such men. Shame, a big shame or be on such men. Because you have produced a younger version of you. You do not want to take care of you. A man that cannot birth for his children, does he not have his own shower? Does he not birth for himself? You leave it to your wife only. Did that woman produce those children on her own? Children are not responsibilities of mothers. They are couples' responsibility. Because you did it together. Because you produced those children together. God that has made it possible for two parties to come together and produce one human being knows that it takes two to take care of that one human being. That's why he has made it possible for two of you to produce one human being. One human being does not produce one human being. It is a joint responsibility. It is a joint responsibility. Any man that says because he's not manly, what do you mean he's not manly? What is not manly? To take care of your own children, to take care of your younger you, is not manly. Shame on those men. Shame. Those men should cover their faces in shame. Shame on them. A man that cannot, change a diaper, cannot change a diaper. A man that cannot clean the children's bottom. Shame on them. They have failed as a father. God bless you, Twain. Alogba. You are beginning to fail in your fatherly duty. It is not all about putting money on the table that makes you a father. You are only a sperm donor. If you are the kind of man who the only thing you do for your children is you put money for school fees, you are not a father. You are not a father. You are just a figure that is there in the house who has donated sperm for them to be produced. You are better off not even in the house. You are better off away from that house. That's my take. A man that cannot make baby food, you cannot feed your children. You cannot feed your children. You're not a father. You're not. It's not every man that produces children that are fathers. It's not every man that produces. You're just a producing machine, a producing agent. You're producing. God bless you, Maiwa. Yes, we can't equally, but men is the head, so he will do more. I'm not saying, no. This is the thing, Sheung or Debbie. I'm not in the school of thought who believe because man is the head of the family. I know the man is the head of the family. I said my husband is the head, is the commander-in-chief of my family. It doesn't mean that he has to do more. No. It depends on more. What more? We are there to complement ourselves. My man is the head of my house because I believe that there must be hierarchy in a place or in a home where there is no hierarchy. There will be confusion. There will not be order. I believe in hierarchy so that there will be order in my home. Okay? So my husband is the head of my home. He is the one in charge. He is the captain of that ship. Okay? But I am there to support him. Now, because he is the one in charge does not mean that his own responsibility is more. It depends. I'll break it down. Okay, the man is the head of the home. Okay, financially, if as a woman, I am financially more buoyant than my husband, I earn more money than my husband, it will be wicked of me to now say my husband should use all of his salary for the home because he is the head of the family. We will combine resources together. We know our expenses. I will put more money on the table because I earn more money than him. Okay, now if my husband works 12-hour shift and I only do 6-hour shift, it is my responsibility to spend more time with the children because I do less work. So I will be there to do more for the children with the homework, with whatever. So over the weekend, my husband needs to now give me a break. He doesn't work weekends. I shouldn't do anything for the children weekends. If during the day, because I do a 6-hour shift, and my husband does a 12-hour shift or more than that, he's not able to spend time with the children. Okay? Weekend, Saturday and Sunday, that my husband is not going to work, I should not wake up at 8 o'clock to bath the children. I've done it Monday to Friday. It is daddy's turn to wake up, shower for the children, brush their teeth, clothe them, do breakfast. If daddy loves me enough, he wakes me up. Babe, do you want me to make you breakfast? Yes, my darling. No, don't worry. When I wake up, I do it myself. That is the way to run a home. Sometimes women are more intelligent than their husbands. There's nothing anybody can do about it. That's why that man married you. So decision making, because you know you have a very intelligent wife. When you want to decide or make decision in the home, crucial decision, you call the brain of the house. Fortunately or unfortunately, your wife is the brain of the house. It doesn't mean you don't have a brain, but your wife is very intelligent. She knows about the computer. She knows about what's happening. She knows she's vast learned. She knows a lot. She's got a lot of information. So you call your wife in, babe, we have this money. What do we do? What do you think is, what can we invest in? Blah, blah, blah. She is the brain. She's got brain. She's good with maths. She's good with that. That's why you're a couple. That's why you married one another. Now your husband is the one who is a party type. He's the one who likes to go party. He's a very social one. He's the one who knows how to organize parties. He knows people. You wanna organize birthday for your children. You wanna do the. Let your husband do the planning. You plan it together. But he's the one who knows what's in vogue. What should be. That's how you live as a couple. That's how any normal, sensible couple who love one another should live. Now, lots of men, especially in the UK, don't care about their kids. In fact, majority don't even know their kids' date of birth, or even remember their birthdays, or even support them in doing their homework. That is wrong. Damilola Shoile, that is wrong. That is wrong. Daddies might not do homework Monday to Friday because of daddy's work shift. But weekend is for daddy. And vice versa. If it was the wife that works a 12-hour shift, Monday to Friday, and that is the one in charge of the children. Weekend that the wife is not going to work, she takes charge. There's nothing wrong if mommy has been cooking Monday to Friday for the family. You come home at 11, your wife will make you pounded yam. You come home 12 midnight, your wife still stays up to make you pounded yam. When is the weekend? You take over and cook for mommy and the children. Or if you know you are not a good cook, like a lot of our men are not good cooks, all you need to do is, invite mommy and the children to the kitchen and cook together as a family. As mommy is pouring pepper, you are blending pepper. As mommy is pouring pepper, that is how to run the house as a family. Now somebody is saying in Nigeria, they will say the woman wants to turn them to mumu. It depends on what kind of relation. You want to treat your wife the way your father treated your mother. Shame on you. Our fathers didn't know better. We know better. I will never let my man treat me the way my father treated my mother. That was in their own days. That was in their time. We are living in the 20th century now. We know better. The kind of knowledge and understanding that we have now, our parents didn't have it then. So any man that's still living our culture, the way my father treated my mother, shame on you. You're not living in the ages of your fathers anymore. Your father did not have a good relationship with you. Most fathers never build relationship with their children. They're just there as fathers. As long as they pay school fees, that's enough. That's what being a father was to them at the time. And it's a level of understanding at the time. And our mothers flowed with it because it was their time. It was what they knew at the time. They didn't know better. Now we know better. Are we going to treat our children the way our fathers treated us? Or our mothers treated us? I remember when I was young, I used to tell my mom, if I was brought up in this country, my mom would have been in jail a long time ago. In Kokekere, my mom would take slippers or morogu and beat me, mark all over my body. Several times I've gone to school, in primary school, because my mom was angry, I did something, and my mom would beat me with omorogu. Can I take omorogu and beat my children now? That would be abuse. They will take these children from me and I'll be in jail. So why are you saying that you want to treat your children or your wife the way your father treated your mother? Shame on any man who says that. Your daddy didn't know better. That's why you are the way you are. That's why you don't have a relationship with your daddy. That's why you treated your daddy like demigods. No relationship, no friendship. In our days, we couldn't be friends. A lot of us, I'm not saying everybody, some were very lucky. They had wonderful daddies who were, well enlightened and all that. But the few of us that didn't really have that opportunity, I never had any kind of friendship with my daddy. It was purely, like that, daddy and daughter relationship. No friendship, no laughing, no joking, nothing. The man should be responsible for his own, either spiritually, financially, or physically, except otherwise. If the man's salary is not up to the wives. I'll come back to the Abiodun, okay. No man should treat his family the way his father treated his mother. Moreover, you are not married to your mother. You are not. If you dare these days, even in Nigeria, if you dare treat your children the way your parents treated you, they will hate you till eternity. They will hate you the way our mothers and fathers beat us. I don't hate my mom. In fact, I say thank you, mom, for all the beating and all the lashing and everything. That was all we knew. To us, it wasn't abuse. It's training. It's training. Our parents were training us. And we say thank you. We kneel down, we appreciate them for it. Now, your children will curse you. They will hate you. Treat them like that. Because society has made even our children realize that any mother, any father treats you this way, they are abusing you. You treat your children the way your fathers and your mothers treated you, they will hate you, they will curse you. They will despise you. So you cannot live in the days of your fathers. You cannot treat your parents, your wives, your children, the way your men are not supposed to have relationship with their children. Who told you that? Because your daddy never had a relationship with you. Who told you that? Sorry, Instagram fans, Instagram is every hour. And oh my God, it's past 11 already. Thank you, everybody. Let me have a sip of water. Thank you, everybody. I'm enjoying myself. Thank you, everybody. Let me start reading. Instagram. Thank you. Instagram is off. I'm going to have to restart Instagram. It ends every hour. Thank you, everybody on Facebook. Thanks for sharing. Please share. Please share. Please let us not be ignorant. Please. Please. Let us love one another. Why did we marry one another? Men, why did you marry that woman? Woman, why did you marry that man? We can make it work. I believe a man should help during weekends, but both parties have roles to play. Kola Wale Ajetumobi, of course. Every home have ways of resolving their domestic tasks. Of course. You cannot treat your own home as my own. Your wife's schedule is not the same as mine, and vice versa. So definitely you need to understand your own home and treat your own home exactly the way, run it exactly the way it is. Everybody has got different system. Olamide Hamilton, the majority of men in the world today want to eat their cake and have it. They want women to take their responsibility. Oh, the family, charger. I wanted that. Sorry, everybody. I'm talking to my baby. You don't need to see his face. I need to charge my phone. Really? What's wrong with that? Go me, I'm going to charge it. No, let me put it here. Mommy, thanks, everybody. Thanks, Instagram. Sorry about that. I need to charge my phone. Instagram. Hi, Facebook. God bless you, everybody. It's past 11. Okay, everybody is still here. Because I came late, I'm going to extend the time. Okay, a little bit. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I hope I'm making sense. I hope you guys are, sort of, when I come up, usually I get to sort of encourage myself as well. I get to learn from myself. You'll be shocked. I get to learn from myself a lot of times. How Pame, thank you, Oyeronti Adebayo. Thank you, everybody who's sharing this video. Thank you, everybody who's been faithful in watching me. Thank you. I really appreciate you all. Now, before I go, I'm going to be leaving about, okay, let me give another 20 minutes, then I'm going to be going. Before I go, I want to talk briefly on an event that a lovely, wonderful sister of mine that I really respect so much, Abike Ade Connection, that she's planning. I really need your support. And it's a good cause. You should go on Facebook and check out Abike Ade Connection. Okay? Is for a good cause. Okay, when we come out there, as remember, that is why we are here on earth. We need to support one another, we need to encourage one another, and do not let us deceive ourselves. Finance is important to live life. A lot of people are suffering, they need finance. So she set up this foundation is to help people. She's not using your money to buy lace or gilly or makeup or gold, or she's not like our religious leaders these days who get your offering and they will take it to go and feed themselves and buy big car, big houses and everything. I'm going to be telling you about it very soon before I go. Okay, so I'm going to extend this live chat. Hello, Instagram. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. I'll be telling you briefly about it before I go. And I would really love everybody to support that wonderful woman. When one of us, anybody at all, is doing something good, let us encourage them. We all spend our money sometimes unwisely. We do a lot of things, okay? Thank you, everybody. I know you people will not let me down. I know you will support Abike Ade Connection. She's a wonderful woman. She is wonderful. She is. I will not come here and associate myself with anything that I wouldn't want to be associated with. I'm a very low-key person. I don't really like to, I don't do this a lot, okay? I'm a very private person. But there are some people that are just unique in whatever they're doing. And when I support somebody, know that I have looked into that person before I throw my back to support that person. How do we help you? God bless you. People are asking, how do we help in the program? Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to speak to her during the week. I've actually not had time to actually talk to her. She just inboxed me and sent me the message, and I promised I was going to help her post it. I'll post it on all of my social media. I'll post it on Instagram. I'll post it on Facebook during the week. And when next I come next week, Sunday, I don't know, I can't remember. I don't know if she's live or if she can watch this. So she can please contact me and we can talk so that we know what support. How do we support? God bless you, everybody on Instagram. Thank you, everybody on Facebook who are asking me how to support. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I'm going to speak to her. I'll speak with her. I love this one. God bless you, everybody. God bless you, God bless you, God bless you, God bless you. It's money. She's asking for money. Okay, but I assure you, it's for a good cause. It's for charity. It's not the kind of charity that she'll go and use the money to buy motor or clothes. You will see. You can even come for the event. We'll invite you. I will try my best to even attend the event myself. Okay, from Australia, please, we need this type of talk. We don't hear this in churches always. God bless you, Kehinde Adegboye. God bless you. God bless you, everybody. I am honored. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everybody. You see, it's past 11 and I'm still flowing. You people are, it's like you're fueling me. You're just giving me that encouragement and you're giving me that power, that grace. God bless you. I really want to, God bless you, everybody. So you know what? Watch out on my page. What's my Facebook ID? My Facebook ID is AIYEOLA OPEYEMI. AIYEOLA OPEYEMI. If you go on my Instagram page, you will see my Facebook page there. I'll post it on Facebook. I myself, I have not had time. I've not even spoken with her. She's just inboxed me, okay, the details, and I just read through it. I usually have a lot of messages. So I'm going to call her during the week or speak with her or inbox her during the week. And if she can see this video, let her please get in touch with me. She doesn't hear from me till Tuesday. Get in touch with me so that we can talk. I know what exactly she wants us to do. But I know it's a charity foundation. She has this charity foundation. She's doing a lot. Abike Ade Connection, they're doing a lot. It's a charity foundation, it's a charity organization. She's a very wonderful, peaceful woman. She's soft. She's a very wonderful, beautiful, beautiful, soft woman. I've not met her. I don't think I've met her physically. I'm not sure if I have. I think I have. I think I've not. I'm rubbish with faces. But I know I follow her on Facebook. I watch her program on Facebook. I respect her. She's one person I really, really respect a lot, a lot. I'll let you guys know before next week Sunday, and I'll post it on my pages. Night. Ọ̀rẹ́ mi ò tí ń lọ sùn. Good night. I love you. Bali ńkọ́, bros mi ńkọ́. Take care, my darling. Kemi Ayelagbe, nice talk, Opeyemi. God bless you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Ojo Kazim. If your mom have treated you the way she did here in UK, she would have rot in jail. Your parents did not have because they don't live in the 20th century. Thank you very much, Ojo Kazim. God bless you, everybody. On Mr. Desmond, okay? Don't stop talking with a few you. God bless you, Benga. Then I'm 100% ready. Just ask us to move and we will. I know. God bless you, Benga. Zana. Okay, yeah. Okay, you might. You make sense. God bless you. KZ Lister. Hello, madam. Hello, you too. Good night, boo. Good night. It's not by might. God bless you. Blessed 016. Please wait. What did I miss? Oh my God, you missed a lot. Adebayo Abe 28. I love you so much. And Shola Shiwale, God bless you. Thank you very much. Desmond, okay, good night. God bless you. Good night, my darling. Thank you, everybody. Olamide Ogunyomi Hamilton at Ojo Kazim. She was only making a point and comparison. God bless you. Samuel Balogun Idowu. God bless you. Tope Ajasa. Almost saying Adebimpe Fumilayo, love you too. Kemi Ayelagbe. I'm sorry. God bless you. Thank you so much. But today, I see you going places, my sweet friend. Oh, I'm me, Jesus. God bless you, Remy. God bless you. I love you so much. You know I do. Olamide Ogunyomi Hamilton. God bless you, Linda Togo. Good night. Odarokolo Njiwari. God bless you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you all. Thank you, everybody. Opeyemi Alimat. Good night. God bless you. Ojo Lubumi Esther. Good night. Joy and Anoje. God bless you. Love you too. Tomiwa. God bless you too. Belinda, Linda Bell. God bless you. Ayobami, God bless you. And anybody that wants to join OAG, that's Opeyemi AIYEOLA group in the UK and Nigeria, call me. There's a number to call. It's on my page. It's a UK number. We have the Nigerian numbers too. Or DM me or send me a message on Messenger. Okay, you need me to come travel and, be a speaker at your event, motivational speaking. Inbox me, DM me, okay? Then we can talk. You need me to come and encourage anybody. You're organizing a program, DM me, and sure, bet it, I will try and work something else. Fina Benson, God bless you, God bless you. Yetunde Odewale, God bless you. Oyinbo tí ń kó sí mi lẹ́nu, even orúkọ Yorùbá ó ń lọ mi láhán. God have mercy on me. Olórí Adébísí Adéníkẹ́, God bless. Kí ló tí mi Adéníkẹ́? Anike. Opeyemi, Anike, God bless you, my sister. Opeyemi, Bujuwale can love you, let God bless you. I've said the Eri's mom, Dayo. God bless you. Next week, like but long. Call on show. Wow. Please, everybody share this video. I really appreciate you all. Hopefully, by God's grace, call on show Bubuwa ani warawati o. Lagbara Oledumare. Thank you, Abosede Adebayo. God bless you. It's every Sunday, 8 to 11 p.m. I come here live on Facebook and Instagram. I'm planning the YouTube channel, so I'm going to be posting these videos on YouTube. I hear there's YouTube live now. I'm going to try that out. I'm going to try YouTube live out so that I don't get to sort of post, I can always do the YouTube live. When the YouTube channel is available, I'll let everybody know. Don't forget about Abike Ade Connection Foundation. I'm going to tell you about it. Watch all my Facebook pages. I'm going to be posting it during this week. Please, it's for a good cause. That change, that little money, that change that we can spare. Scottish baby. Have you? she does live, Facebook Live as well. I can't remember when she does her Facebook Live. Visit her page, check it out, and support. Please. Love you. Thank you so much. Visit Abike Ade Connection Foundation. Visit her page. She's a wonderful woman. Visit her page and support the foundation. It's for a good cause. I will try my best to be there as well. I will speak with her. I'll try and speak with her during the week. Bengals, and I come to Nigeria and I ask him, okay, don't worry. Don't worry. I'm coming. I will come now. I will come very soon. Love you so much. Daramola Nofisat. Thank you everybody for sharing. I really appreciate you. Benny Dunson and every other person sharing this video. I appreciate you. I thank you. Okay, it's almost 11:30. Are you sure you will? It's my God. Of course I will. What have you been doing? I love your haircut. Oh, everybody's liking my haircut. God bless you. Thank you so much. I hope we've learned a lot. I've learned a lot from you guys. It's been an eye-opener for me. I have learned a lot, and please, 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 let us remember that domestic violence should not be endured, okay? There should be no room for domestic violence in our relationship. Let's stop abusing one another. Please, let us begin to treat one another with love, genuine love. Love your husband, love your wife. We will step on one another's toes. There's nothing we can do about it. But let us be mature in areas we communicate with ourselves. What is my Facebook name? My Facebook name is AIYEOLA OPEYEMI. Okay? Thank you. And I have a new Facebook page. Okay? It's OPEYEMI AIYEOLA. Okay, like it. Good night. God bless you. Carol's Souls and Apparel. Thank you. Faria Aishat? Why am I always coming late? Oh, God bless you. It's 8 to 11. I'm here now. It's almost 11:30. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yetunde, thank you so much. Olukoya Moreni Keso, down to earth. I love it. God bless you. Princess Abike, naturally pretty with earrings. Loving that. Kisses, kisses. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, everybody on Facebook and Instagram. I love you so much. I appreciate you all. Thank you. I got to go now. So we will meet again next week, Sunday, 8 to 11 p.m. Remain blessed. Please do not endure a relationship. Communicate with one another. Domestic violence should not be acceptable in our relationship. Think about your health. Think about your sanity. And above all, more importantly, think about those children whose lives have not begun yet. Please, 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 truly we love them. They shouldn't be brought up in a violent environment. Thank you, everybody on Instagram and Facebook. I cannot stop saying it. I love you all. I appreciate you all. Please join me again on Sunday, same time, 8 to 11 p.m. God bless you. Thank you. You want to act? You want to join OA Group UK or Nigeria? Please DM me for information. Send me, inbox me for information. God bless you. Yes, God bless you. I am white man. You ain't old, madam. Oh, thank you so much. I try to keep myself happy. I try. I won't let domestic violence weigh me down, make me look ugly and old. Because depression makes you look older than your age. Life is short. You've only got one shot to life. It's just one life. One shot to this life. Let's live it well. Toro. Oyadiran. Is it Oya? Oyadiran. Oh, Oyadiran. Good night, my lovely sister. Folashade. Oh, you missed. God bless you. You can watch it. I'm going to save it. It's going to be on my page. Folashade, you've not missed. Everybody can watch it again on Facebook and you can share. God bless you, everybody. I love you all. Thank you so much. You haven't missed so much. So live well. I want to start hearing testimonies. People have been inboxing me. Testimonies. Men, our daddies, I trust you. Our daddies, I trust you. Our men, I know you are full of love. I know you're strong. And that strength is to strengthen your family, to bring up your children in the best way, to love your wife. Our women, Ellen Urezo, I know we can frustrate and nag and do a lot, but let us tame ourselves. Do not let us push our men too far. Let us try. Try. Let us try. Tame your tongue. Okay, don't be violent to your husbands. Don't be violent to your wives. And don't be violent to your children. Don't abuse one another. Don't take advantage of one another, one another's weaknesses. Okay? Let's love one another. God bless you. What's the secret, madam? Guess we are the same age with my grandma, 22 years, isn't it? Nice set of things. God bless you. Thank you so much. Kemi Bolaon. See you next week by God's grace. Thank you. Elizabeth Omo Omobulejo. Is it Omobulejo? Is it Omobulejo? Elizabeth. God bless you. God bless you. Miss you too. So share the video. God bless you. I'll see you again next week. God keep us. Have a lovely week ahead. Good night and God bless. Good night and God bless everybody on Facebook and Instagram.